And I realised as well when I was just topping off the notes because I always name the file on the day for some reason. It's episode 25 today. It's quarter of a century of episodes.
Well, a quarter of the way to 100 or whatever, yeah.
Quarter of a century.
Yeah. Well, we haven't been playing for a century, this campaign, anyway. I think most of you are younger than a quarter of a century, so you can't even start that.
I am a quarter of a century, motherfucker.
I am unfortunately older.
Yeah, but you're only the second oldest.
Second?
Yeah.
How dare you? I'm third.
No.
Maybe fourth. I'm 31.
Yeah.
Oh, that's on the internet now, so there we go.
Let's just say I'm a little older.
Hey, boomer.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought you and Adam were
You've
dead.
done
I
that before.
thought you and Adam were dead on, Matt. On 30.
No,
Oh, well, okay, never
2 years
mind.
older.
Okay, Rosie's a lot younger in the list order.
Aha!
She's fourth youngest, oldest, but whatever.
I'm in
Whatever.
the middle. Exactly where I'd like to be.
Wait,
I have to say, I do still
actually,
get
fuck.
ID'd.
That makes me the youngest.
Yeah, Danny, that's always been the case.
Yeah, like...
It still confuses my brain. Anyway.
You're the only one of us that still has imagination. That's why you run the game.
Ah,
Oh,
imagination.
when Ericsson left the pitch after he had the CPR, he raised his hand to the crowd,
Oh, fucking
so
beautiful.
he's
Man.
still alive.
Well,
There you go.
like I said, Dad sent me the picture of him with his eyes open and holding his mask on his mouth, which
Yep.
Anyway,
fucking elated.
hello's internet.
Yes. Hi.
Hello there.
To summarize last session, Cass, you tried contacting your captive friends, specifically Dr. Argyle Pyromane,
Yeah.
Doctor.
and you noticed something. Hang on. Yeah, I know. But as you finished your spell, you noticed that there was a tether to the spell. The connection had not been shut as entirely as you expected, and almost as if there was an ear on you and whatever else. Sent you into to put it lightly, a mild panic. To put it very lightly. And you were scared that they were now monitoring and listening to pretty much everything you said and did, which is fair. During this time, Boomer, you've been crafting and perfecting your invisible ink creation to submit to the alchemy school and to hopefully get in.
I like
Hey,
the cut.
Freddy.
Thank you, Rose. You like my cut. G.
I don't know how to do sound alerts. I was trying to do that and it didn't work.
The sound alerts are turned off.
Damn it!
Ah.
It's quick.
But. So you've been doing that throughout the night. However, the morning after, Evan and Cass received a most generous gift from an unknown source. All it said was, with regards, and it was 2 small, tied tufts of fur. One of a fiery ember brown, and another of a faded grey. Reminiscent of many different things and possible sources. And Cass, at this point, had turned herself mute, still unsure of what connection tether had been put on her. Whether it was still there, active, if it could do anything. It was best to be safe. And Evan, you also consulted Penelope with some information about, one, the lady that she'd done business with, as well as the magic that Cass had encountered. You found out 2 major pieces of information. The mage that you were looking for is a female by the name of Solastranzia. a known friend of Penelope's for about 60 years or so. And the magic that Cass had encountered is actually Penelope's own design, in which magic that passes through, it's a defense matrix that allows the person who set it up to tether on and track who, what, when, how, and why. And in certain uses of magics, like communication magics, to essentially tap into the conversation. You were told that so long as the person who's tethered goes unconscious, sleeping or otherwise, the connection breaks and isn't re-established until they do it again. So, as far as Evan's aware that Cass is more than safe to continue duties, you were also given a stern warning on stay the fuck away from Sola, because she's seemingly fairly powerful. And having ruined Penelope's peace, you felt a little bad and wanted to leave her to the rest of her evening. And I believe, unless anyone else wants to add anything to the conversation, I believe that's us caught up, and we'll start with the next morning.
Wouldn't have been the next morning because I would have gone and told.
Okay. Well, do you want to just say you said that, or do you want to go into it?
Yeah, I would have just I'd have gone back and said, right, here's what I know. That you don't need to worry. You can speak again. It only tracks until you go unconscious.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely fine then. Cass?
Okay.
Yeah? You good with that? Beautiful. So, we move into the next morning.
Yeah,
Boomy-
Boom was going to get up a bit early.
Okay.
He's going to basically finish off the bag of holding.
Okay. So, you've only got a few hours left on that, and you're able to finish it off.
Yeah.
So, by the time people start congregating downstairs and the tavern fills up with morning people and breakfasts being had, job's a good one.
Nice.
You have a... Is this second or third now? I think it's second, isn't it?
It's the second bag of holding for us.
Second bag of holding. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
So, no. So what I'll do is I'll then put 300 plat into the bag of holding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then give it Evan.
Yes, because you were given 3,000 gold and 300 platinum, wasn't you?
That's the one.
Right. So yeah, Evan,
Now
in the
let's-
morning, you're greeted not only with the smell of finely fried meats and hearty eggs and carbs, you're also greeted with a new bag.
It's got your symbol on it.
Ah, thank you.
And there's a prize inside as well.
Boom.
Okay.
That sounds ominous as fuck.
You said that, and I was like, okay. I started reaching in, and then you kind of like, you said boom, and I'm like, I really want to reach in now and pull out a bomb that's still ticking. It's like, shit. I honestly, in that moment, wanted that Looney Tunes moment of just like, ah, shit.
Yeah, so it has a surprise inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is for helping me out.
Excuse me.
Okay, so I will do the thing, and it's like, what is it? And find the 300.
Platinum, yeah.
Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome. You've
Yeah,
helped me out.
I was gonna
Of course
say
I'll
you're
help
all
you.
you're all sat eating breakfasts, and you just see Evans kind of like, oh fuck face, as you just see him with fistfuls of platinum.
You didn't pay me for helping you craft stuff.
Oh, I'm thinking on the line. Yes, but also the fact.
Don't forget
is-
he owed him a debt.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just owe him money, yeah.
yeah. But so when you
Yeah.
pay a. This is more Michael speaking than Evan here, but when you pay a debt, you pay a debt.
Oh, yeah.
This boy came
Oh, yeah.
good. This boy came good with fucking interest.
Oh, Yeah.
What was it? I think the debt was like 90 gold or something like that, which is like 9 platinum.
I don't think so. I think it was something like about 1,000 or something.
Oh, it wasn't that much. You guys didn't even have that much at the time. I'm pretty sure, if I remember, it was like 10 gold a sword or something like that, and it was like 9 swords that were broken. But either way, it
Oops.
paid with
I
prevalent
remember
interest.
it being like 100 or 1,000 or something.
Yeah,
along those
we'll figure it
regards.
out. We'll figure it out. It's fine. But either way,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, that'd be an absolute jester, though.
dear and
Rest of the year.
Cass,
So,
outside of the standard personnel that usually occupy the tavern and having their breakfast, there's a couple of other figures that take of interest to you two. Cass in particular gets more of detail, but Deer notices, but would he have paid too much attention? That's up to him. But you see a man wearing splint armor, fairly rugged looking gentleman, fairly well built. He's got a decent arsenal on him with 2 warhammers on his side and what you can see the stock of a heavy crossbow on his back. And he's currently not really paying too much attention to his surroundings, just eating a breakfast the same as you guys. Looks like a very capable warrior of some description.
What's his looks like?
Bald head. Got a rugged dark brown goatee. He's got a number of faded scars, but you're not looking at the moment.
Scars on the face, hands, arms, what?
I don't know, because because Persephone can't see.
Oh,
Because only Deer and Cass have seen this at the minute.
got on it.
If you don't like it, I'm not interested.
Okay, so Cass, Deer notices, but very quickly, not icy enough, doesn't matter. Cass, you take note of this person. You know, considering the majority of this town is farm labourers and maybe a couple merchants and stuff, it's, you know, to have someone like that, it sticks out like a sore fucking thumb, like similar to what you guys do.
I'll kind of obviously just subtly elbow Evan and just kind of nod towards the gentleman, keeping him in my field of vision, but not like staring at him. He's in my peripheral kind of deal.
Yeah. Okay.
What was that, Carl?
Nodding at, do I see Cass like elbowing Evan?
Probably not. And thank you, Alaggin, for the hydration reminder. I will do so with my sponsored Wraith.
Chug, 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 chug,
No.
chug.
No, it's too nice.
Oh god.
I'll take. No, I am. I don't chug it. I like sipping it. Plot twist: it's an ice golem in disguise. Possibly, Liam. Possibly.
Adventurers, ice wraiths in disguise.
Fuck's sake. But anyway, you all enjoy a good meal. A couple of drinks are given. The food's obviously you get drinks free in this area of the country. Your food is paid for as part of the room fee for at least the breakfast. What do you guys want to do for the day?
I don't know where I want to go.
That we do.
So some stuck-up snob who he really is.
Is that something you want to do now?
Of course it is.
Well, unless anyone else wants to do something.
I haven't got any ideas at the moment.
Is anyone else going with Boomer?
I'll go with you.
I'll go with Boomer.
Let's go with. Let's all go with.
Yeah, I'll follow Boomer.
Boom.
Let's say that.
So,
I have no idea where he's going, but let's go.
well, you do know where he's going because you guys have
He's
literally.
handing in his.
Yeah, he's handing in his dissertation. his entry dissertation.
Yeah, but I don't know where that is. I just want to go. I want to go. Me.
Okay. Okay.
Danny, also, I'm going to keep my eye behind, if I can, every now and then, just have a quick look to see if this gentleman ends up following us in any way.
Okay. Can you make a perception check, please? First roll of the session.
A nice shot. 6
Yeah.
24.
Nice. So, Boomer proudly leading the way to the alchemist's building, with Cass keeping a very keen eye behind. You leave the tavern. You don't notice the person at any point. From the tavern to the alchemist's building, where Boomer, you enter. Familiar upper class lounge area ahead of you with a desk with a very familiar gentleman who gave you the child's alchemical book to start with.
I'm back.
Danny,
Yes.
I'd like to do a perception check, please. I just want to see what the place is like.
Okay, do it.
Nice.
The building is like the colour of red clay, but it's stonework with wooden accents on the outside. It stands out in comparison to the majority of the buildings. Inside, it's like an upper class lounge area. There is a small fireplace with very fine decorated wooden furniture.
So I know where we are, please.
Yeah, it's this Wizard's Tower.
Yes.
Oh, there. Right. Okay. Thank you.
Pretty much, yeah. You know, you could have just said where on the map.
And I'll just. No, carry on. Sorry. Carry on describing it, please. Inside.
Okay. The floor is made of a flattened cobblestone with rugs over different sections, leaving like pathways in between. Probably about 5 or 6 people, not including the man opposite at the desk waiting, and you kind of the majority of you see the slight grimace, as it would probably be explained when Boomer comes back. It's kind of like, oh great. And I would say all of you bar Evan and Boomer see that grimace. It's faint, but it's there.
Happy then. So it's,
I mean,
You're...
Evan missed it. Evan missed it because he's not in there.
Oh, did you not go?
No, I specifically said I didn't.
I didn't hear you, sorry.
I'll get up to Boom and I'm like, oh my god, look at this place. This looks like a place of people I shouldn't be interacting with, really. Way above my intelligence level, I'm guessing. But look at that strange person. Is that a spot on his head, I see? Does he need a wash? I think he might need a wash. Should I buy him some soap? What do you reckon, Boomer? Or should I buy a notepad or something? He might like a notepad or something. Or maybe some new ink. Let me think about that. I'm sure I passed someone on the market on the way over here. I'm sure there was some sort of weird feather sort of thing. But that could be, oh god, I can't remember where that was. But I can go and find it if you want. But I really think he needs to get some new clothing. Them clothing look very moth-bitten. And those moths, you can see some holes in the back of his cloak there. If you look very carefully, just see on his right shoulder, it looks very moth-bitten. What do you think?
Like, what?
I read the entire group, like, the entire town is looking at you going, what the fuck?
Well,
You think
I'm not going to speak for the entire town, but definitely the entire room that you guys have just entered is like jazz music stops moment. Everyone's look.
Screech.
Yeah, everyone's kind of look. You can kind of see that it's that look of how dare you disturb the like our peace sort of thing, like the oh how rude.
It's like talking in a library.
All need new cloaks and quills and inks then, because these people seem to have stopped working and writing. You move forward. Go forward. Go. Hello. And I'd creep backwards towards. That's with us, isn't she?
Yes, Cassie's with you.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Probably looking at you like, what the hell are you trying to
everyone,
do? What is the
everyone
reason
but
for this?
Evan is there.
All strange and maybe not my type of people. Whispering, of course.
I think it was about. Okay? Are you okay? What do you mean?
I will be quiet-ish for a bit, and looking very suspiciously around me as people still staring at me.
And the silence is broken with a loud scoff and a clearing of the throat. So, seems you have returned. I suppose you have something to offer us, right? What was your name again?
Boomer.
Right. I'm just gonna rolls. You see him kind of pause for a moment and then open a drawer, pull out a letter, and you can see it's just a plain letter with it's sealed with like a lipstick's kiss on the back, and he pulls it out and opens it. And there's an obvious and audible sigh. He very slowly folds the letter, slips it back, puts it in the drawer. So, Boomer, what is it you have brought?
I have brought some invisible ink.
Right. Do you wish to demonstrate what your invisible ink does?
Oh yeah. So I'll get a bit of piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
I'll then start writing "boom" on it.
And he'll
And then
watch
I'll,
with a keen and curious eye.
And then obviously apply the invisible part to it.
Well, it goes invisible itself after a while. It's the second part is to
it's
make it
fast,
reappear, yeah. But either way, you go through the process and demonstrate. And the more perceptive people of the group can notice his genuine... Oh, okay, this is actually good. Well, it's certainly unexpected of you. Very well done.
Thank you.
I suppose you have a copy of the ingredient requirements and recipe you made with...
I do.
Good.
Best out of the book that you give me.
Given the letter of recommendation that has been sent about you as well,
Ooh.
we can accept you into the scholarship.
Boom! As he just jumps up and down.
One requirement is that you hand over a copy of the craft that you have made for storage in the libraries here.
Very well, and I'll hand on a sample over.
Good. Your membership here comes with access to the laboratory and alchemical facilities as well as the library, and undertaking of work from senior members to further your standing with us.
Ooh.
Bringing more inventions will also do the same process, and we can work with you and help in any way we can. Just now you're a member, you need to... How should I put it? Dress yourself more appropriately. And just as a note, looking around the room, people here are very well dressed and dressed in upper middle class sort of clothing, in comparison to adventurers and adventuring clothing, which is much more rugged and practical.
So you could do a bit of shopping.
Please, and accept this as a symbol of your membership as well. And he will produce a small leather case that's the size of, like, half the size of a briefcase almost, and it's leather embossed with a design on it, which is the symbol of a vial with like a small piece of parchment wrapped around the vial, going, "In study we grow."
Ooh.
This is not only a sign of your membership, but also a means to protect your recipes and ingredients for the alchemical use.
Nice.
It's protected against all elements, heat and cold.
So it's indestructible.
Almost.
Really.
And Cass, you're the one that notices he hates every word he's saying. He really would love nothing more than to just say no. And he is dragging his heels through this acceptance process with probably 5 other people noticing, and you can kind of see them with kind of like, he's accepting him, really? Are you taking the piss? Kind of faces.
You had
Kath is wearing fine clothes and looking down her nose at him, like, properly. With him, being impolite to somebody just because they're not wearing the right clothes is something rather disgusting. So, yeah.
But yeah, this is what you notice in a very classist kind of view towards Boomer, and also slightly Persephone, given her break of the decorum sort of thing, which I say with very obvious quote marks.
She kind of lean into me and go, "Are you sure that you want to go here?"
There's others scattered around the world, so I can go to other ones if needs be.
The main thing is also, you're not. This is me just pointing this out. It's not this one that you're wanting to be at, right? This is
to specialize in the specific field that he wants. This place specializes in a different part of the alchemical study.
Do you know what would be more interesting, Boomer? Create a bit of a explosion of sorts.
how quickly
I
can you
would
follow it?
whisper in Boomer's ear by going, "Big booms," I think she means. And then I'll say it again.
I mean, turn them down and walk away. You're better than this.
I prefer the boom bit.
No, boom. If he was to actually boom, we'd be getting in trouble. So
The last thing you have to do for your initiation is pick the school in which you wish to pursue. We have 2 options for you, and he will produce 2 books. One saying Tinkertors, the other saying Apothecary. To go down the apothecary path, to work on creating salves and medicines of people and be of use that way, or as a tinkerer, which is more of the potion crafting route and making utility potions of all kinds, apart from healing.
Hang on a minute. What about my original choice? Out of character.
This, I'm fully aware, but this is what he's giving you.
Oh, yeah.
Say something.
What about the Alchemist? That's what I want.
you kind of seem like the Alcahest is something we also do, but we generally here don't advertise it too much. Where have you heard of this?
Same place I heard about this association.
Roll a persuasion check, really quick. I like how Adam was just like, hold the fuck up.
You're robbing me here.
Yep.
And the guy's like, prove
Nice.
That's just what I need.
No, that's perfect. It's not normally something we offer here, given its volatile nature, but he will begrudgingly pull out a third book. The Alcahest is normally one that likes to create a mess, working in explosive, volatile, corrosive, and other unstable works.
You know you're talking to a guy who calls himself Boomer, right?
That's him. Definitely him. He likes Big Bang Theory stuff. He loves it. He makes a mess. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be talking. Sorry. I'll step it back again.
Given your recommendation from one of our esteemed benefactors as a young prodigy, I suppose we could offer you study of the uncouth sides of alchemy, if you so wish.
I would like that, thank you. With a massive smirk on his face.
Afraid. Very afraid. He is the fire starter.
Twist. He will place a hand on the case that's on the desk, and you'll see emblazoned across the top above the symbol will be the name Boomer, Alcahest.
Yay!
The fuck? I hope you prove yourself to be as the young miss has suggested you will be. Again, take the case and prove us her right.
I sure will.
And he will also slide you the Alcahest book, which is... it's extremely dusty in comparison to the other two. Almost as if it's probably the first time this book has seen the top of the desk in a few months.
Ooh.
Placing the book inside your case, it will synchronize, and based on your alchemical rank here in our scholars and institutes, it will show the ingredients that you are allowed to craft and create.
Ooh.
The book you were given at first was that of a novice. This opens up the apprentice-level Alcahest recipes that we have knowledge of. Hope you'll be made aware that we here specialise in apothecary studies, so to further your Alcahest studies you're going to have to go to a different institute, but they are all connected. And that's probably the first time he says anything with a bit of pleasure.
It's like not my problem anymore. Bugger
Yep.
off.
Basically, yeah, if you want to get good, fuck off. I'll just pull up the map just so you guys can see. To go for the Alcahest recipes, you're going to have to go to Arbanum in the central clan region. Yeah. So, top to
not
bottom,
too far
it's
away.
Apothecary, Alcahest, and then the Tinkerters are at the Vrelfan.
Yeah.
Is there any any questions that you would like to ask?
Do you like Big Bang?
No.
Kind of wish I had the fireworks. So.
Well, you'd bought the ingredients for them, but you hadn't made them.
No, not yet. I thought that was a
Back, the
bit over
cat's
the
having a
top.
coughing fit.
Oh.
I don't need to shush, I need to get his attention.
Now I'm happy.
We've lost Danny. He's gone AWOL. He's gone AWOL. Quick! Let's
Hey, we
scuff
control the
something.
ship.
Yeah.
We're
I-
in control now.
Be afraid. Dream. Be very afraid.
I never thought of this dark.
Apologies, I'm back. Yeah, the cat just started having a sneezy coffee fit. I've just stopped him.
Oh.
He's
Well,
okay.
perhaps you know, Danny, there's been a revolution in your absence.
Okay, that was quick.
It was. It didn't take much. You just a boomer lighting a bomb.
Okay, but either way, back
The
into
city
the
is now in bed.
back into the annals of reality, and outside
Got
of
it.
Boomer's daydreams.
Or this guy's nightmares. One of the two. Maybe the same.
Boomer lighting a bomb is reality. That's going to happen.
Thought that's two baggers holdings.
You can.
Yeah. No.
That's the biggest bomb.
I like that thought.
But so
How
what,
big will the explosion be?
I'll put it like this. It'll shove you out of this plane. That's how big it will be.
but anyhow, Adam. Now Boomer
Yes?
has this new case book. You've handed over a sample copy of your instructions on how to make the invisible ink.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
I want to look what else I can make.
Okay.
It's,
Opening the book, you notice, in addition to your novice recipes, the recipe for acid, alchemist's fire, alchemist's frost, bottle lightning, flesh eater, basic poison, and how the fuck do you say that?
What's that one? I've
Oh.
never heard of that one.
Tongue tie tincture.
Oh, tongue-tied tincture.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Flesh Eater was the one that got my eyebrows raised.
Oh, I was actually thinking that as well. I prefer to say the flesh eater.
Obviously,
What?
Adam has the book in which he can gain access to the recipe's specifics, but those are the titles of the new items he can make.
Ooh.
As an alcahest of an apprentice level,
Oh, yeah.
which is the very entry level.
What I'm knowing.
So unless you have any other business here, you're free to use the labs here, or you can go about your day.
I'll just quickly have a check the labs out to see what obviously what facilities are like.
Yeah.
I'd love to come with you.
Of course, I'll bring Cass around as well.
Yeah. All of you going and finding the labs. The labs, it's like a shared workspace, like think of like a science classroom, almost. But the facilities here are spacious and exquisite. The tools are pristine, plentiful, and of a very good quality.
Display.
Arguably, in comparison, probably not as good as Penelope's, but
But still good.
far better than what you have.
Yeah.
I would
How
say
many
this is
people in the room?
this room could probably fit 6 alchemists all working, like in giving them enough space to work safely. Could probably fit
But
6
how many
alchemists.
are in there now?
Currently, 1. Boom.
That's just Boomer.
Yeah.
I was going to say that.
And you guys all in the doorway. Yeah. It's empty at the minute.
I'll walk in and go.
Is
Look at
is
this
this?
place.
I don't know. Just out of character question: is this
Yes.
place accessible 24 hours a day? I'm guessing.
To members only, yes.
Yeah.
Essentially, non-members only have access to the lounge, which is where a lot of the different other alchemists are currently. But to get behind the counter, you have to be a member.
Right.
There are plenty of other parts of the building in which you don't have access to yet, but you have only access to the labs here to work.
Yeah.
Danny,
Yes.
does that mean that we shouldn't be here either, as we're technically not members?
You're also technically here under the guideship of Boomer. So if you guys do anything, it comes on Boomer. So if you guys break or do
Wow.
anything, Boomer's the one that gets it.
I'd walk across the room and go, well, Boomer, I reckon we should have a party here, or some description. Plenty of alcohol, plenty of what else you got in that book that we can make, and let's party. And get maybe some music in here. What do you reckon?
Perhaps somewhere else. This is a little
There's a
bit.
bar down the road.
There's a bar, yeah. And there's probably volatile stuff in this lab.
That's the point. I want to play.
That sounds bad.
That's my speciality.
Yes.
Looking as Persephone's talking, can I try and figure out her deal a little bit? She seems unusually, well, more leaning towards chaos and partying than she usually is.
Roll an insight check. Fluff.
Oh, 12. That's terrible for me.
I mean, she's gone through a lot of personality changes recently. It could just be another phase. You hope.
I really hope.
Yeah, she's a bit hard to read, unfortunately, with a 12, which is a fucking shame.
Boomer, would you like to spend some more time here and we'll take the others back to the tavern, or are you coming with?
I'm coming back with. I'll come back later and have a proper look.
Yeah.
We need to
No
decide what we
exploding.
do. No exploding.
No, not just yet.
Controlled
Late.
exploding.
Controlled
Right.
exploding.
You can control an
Nice.
explosion.
Can he?
You can learn to. We'll get
Oh, he can definitely learn to, but will he?
No.
Okay,
I mean, the explosion goes off when he wants it to go off. How much more control can that be?
that is true.
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't go off when he wants it to go off, though. That's the problem we've got 9 times out of 10. We head back to the tavern anyway and go find out what Evan's been up to.
That's exactly what I
Yeah.
was going to do. I was about
Yeah.
to say, Michael, what has Evan been doing?
Before that, I'll be like, I'll link my arm with Boomer. I'll say, Boomer, as been going back, shall we hit the market, go a bit of shopping, get you kitted out in some awesome clothing? I have got a great idea what we can do to get you to fit in with this boring people around here and make you stand out.
Can do.
You need a girl's eye.
Yeah, but are you experienced in high couture fashion? Or are you
This
seem more of a
boring
street
rabble.
fashion person than me?
Yeah, but look at this boring rabble. These people are dressed in moth-bitten clothing. He needs a proper touch to stand out in the crowd.
Cass,
him
with
look
your
at-
passive perception, you know that's a lie.
Yeah. I don't think he wants to stand out. He wants to fit in. There's a difference.
Stand out, fit in, very fine line. It'll be fine.
Oh my god, he's gonna end up in some kind of like budgie smuggler or something. I can see it happening.
Boomer in a mankini.
Oh no. I'll return back to the tavern anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
For now.
Fair. I had a great idea.
I could smell that idea from a mile off.
Yeah. One last thing before we do go back. Cass, can you roll a perception check, please?
Oh, is this to see if our friend is following? Let's see. Come on.
You don't see the new friend you think you have, but what you do see is the lack of a friend, as Miss Penelope's not in the marketplace. Her tent is not there. Normally she's there. The tent's there 24/7, and in the normal working hours and where people are out, she's always there garnering custom. She's not there.
Sorry, let me just double check, because I know we kind of skimmed over it a bit. Did Evan specify his conversation with Penelope and her distaste towards finding out that her friend is now involved in some kind of
As far as Michael said, Evan only mentioned that he spoke with Penelope. You're fine. Unless you...
I wouldn't. No, I would have given the explanation of
Okay.
everything I knew.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's it. 'Cause I would assume that just because of how close Evan and Cass are, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
No, that's fine.
Strange.
Okay, that's the thing is, I've explained everything about that. I have not explained about
The Solastranza.
no. I've
The
explained all the
first
time.
Evan.
But yeah, the present.
I thought that might be the case.
Yes. Okay. So you
So
never...
Evan-
Yeah.
Cool.
Evan. While the party have gone to indoctrinate Boomer into the high society of alchemy, what is it, my dear boy, that you have done?
I will have gone. I would have gone to Stephanie's. Not Stephanie's.
Penelope, yeah.
is.
To find
would
out
have gone-
that her tent is now missing.
Is there a lead box and some vials waiting?
Currently not at the site.
Was there a delivery made to the bar, perhaps? Because I did order those things
You did?
the night before.
No, you did. And yeah, if you ask at the bar, there has been items left for you. With a note from Penelope. Basically just outlining, your items have been created. I'm spending a few days sorting a few things out based on what you told me. Expect the tent to be missing for a few. Speak to you soon.
Okay. I've got that. Okay, so I've got that. I will
Yeah.
set it up so files, case, everything inside the box, so it's
Yeah,
sorted
yeah,
and
yeah.
sealed away.
Wait, which vials?
So I had two vials,
Mhm.
so I could separate first. So
Yes, I remember
Once.
now. Yeah. Okay, I remember now. Yeah.
and then I had a lead box for
To put the...
everything.
I remembered the lead box, but I couldn't remember what the vials were for. No, that's fine. Yeah. So yeah, you take the two twines, you put them in the vials, put them back in the box, then put the box in the lead box.
Yeah.
And then that is sealed.
And that is sealed and then thrown in my now new bag of holding.
Yeah, which it will just about fit. It's a bit of a struggle to get it in the opening, but yeah, you get it in.
That's
Almost
sorted,
like
then.
Boomer knew.
See, if I'd have, well, thing is, if I'd have known about the bag of holding beforehand, the lead box wouldn't have been necessary.
That's true, yeah. Oh well, better double protection and all that.
I was
Double
going
wrap
to say, because although I've been making the bag of holding for a while, it wasn't until we were on Derry Cass gave him the idea about the symbol.
Yeah, but you've never told Evan about it.
No, surprise.
That's the problem with the price, is if I've already bought something else they're meant to do.
But
Oh,
hey,
that works too.
hey,
It's not like I bought a bag of holding.
extra protection. You wrapped it twice. What can we say?
Yep.
True.
Is that all you
Three-
wish to do?
I've got that. I would have gone and done the typical, like, shopping, grab all the rations and everything, get
Mhm.
back.
Which
back
are
up.
available at book price. No issue there.
Yep, that's fine. Derek, what was it? So, how much was it for?
Let me pull it
Well,
up. Allow me to pull it up.
Was that the first list?
Of the Derek. The Derek, if you get unworked, uncut wood, it's 40 gold for the £10,000 required. Because it's 1 copper per £2.5.
Okay.
If you want to
So-
give him the nice meal and give him worked wood, it's 200 gold.
You said it doesn't matter either way, so.
No, it's just, do you want to give him a nice meal or not? It doesn't really do anything mechanically.
So no, I would have got it. So what, 40 per
40 per
ration?
day, yeah. Essentially, for 1 day's worth of rations for the boat, it's 40 gold.
Okay.
Just
What?
Here.
have to just give Evan Derek's his dinner money.
Yeah.
Not so. No, you may have given him that, but it can still come out of my normal funds to pay for it. So this is, I have not touched the platinum from you for that.
No.
So I will
Bless
have
you.
purchased up to. I will put Derek up to 10 days worth of rations.
Yes, because he had 2 left, I believe. So, yeah.
I got him at 3.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so
I
that's-
trust you to keep track of it.
Yeah, no, good stuff like that. So, yeah. So I need to just 1 second. Right.
While Michael's doing his workout, anyone in chat? How are you guys doing anyway? Hope you're all doing well. We're feeding a mimic. A big fucking mimic. Or at least sorting his lunchbox.
Okay, so I'm on.
His big lunchbox.
So that's 180 gold I've got there.
Mhm.
Right. And I would just say I would just have a one around. I would ask at the bar, is there anybody, well, either himself or anybody around town who I could speak to about seeing if there's any work that needs doing?
Well, in terms of work being done, best thing to do, honestly, is either check in with the lead clan here, or take yourself over to the guard barracks. Usually they have some requests, usually. Nothing too fancy.
I will. Okay, I will do that. I will go over to the Lord's
Yeah.
house first, then.
Which is the Linkaskjals.
Otherwise known as those ones we got accused of killing.
No, you got accused of killing Lord Hassenbach. Different person.
Different person. Okay, I thought we were going to be lead lord of this town.
No. It's a lord that has taken residence here, not the controlling clan. I heard. So, going over to the Linkaskjals, you don't actually meet any of the Linkers themselves, but you are speaking with the guards at the front door, who have the ability, they say, unless you wish to press, to distribute any particular items of interest. And it's explained that since a few months ago that a large band of bandits was cleared out in the north.
Yep.
The town itself's been fairly well maintained. They do need help with a number of... It's more menial labour duties and things like that they're offering out here. The main particular point of note is that they're in the process of sending a large shipment to the north, not to Fjordamore, but higher up to Colossal Taiga, because they're going to be exporting a number of specialty ship parts that have been made with some of the trees natural to the area, and they're sending them on merchant vessels to go all over. It's in particular to different rudder pieces and the more fiddly pieces of maintenance on a ship. The wood here apparently has... It's made of a denser material and is imbued with some natural energies that help ships do better.
And they are sending this to Colossal Taiga, yeah?
I'll pull the map up. I'll pull the country map up just so you can get an idea. So, if you look... Skjalfa is where you guys are here at the moment. Colossal Taiga has the main port that is connected with the other continents.
Yeah.
And essentially, the parts have already been sold, but it's a case of getting people to take them there. And then they'll be taken by the dock workers and then split onto the various merchant vessels.
So how large is the shipment?
It's a cart's worth, but it's packed. It's a hooded cart, but it's packed to the roof. And it'll be a case of getting that cart to Taiga.
Okay.
Hello, Belial. Don't worry, Ben.
So-
You ain't missed too much. Just Boomer's got his death wish signed.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
he's a licensed practitioner of...
Yeah, he's now
Panicking.
he's now licensed to blow shit up. Literally.
How long would that take them to transport normally?
Oh, I am.
Let me do the math, because it's 92 miles a square. You're looking at about two and a quarter squares, so about 200 miles, which at 24 miles a day, we'll say about 4 or 5 days.
4 or 5 days. Just wondering how quickly could Derek transport it?
Derek can go at 4 miles an hour, but he can run 24/7 because obviously the 24 miles is based off
Yeah.
stopping.
What
So
people can- yeah.
Derek could probably, if you went, probably in about. This is math, and I am working it. Could probably do it in about 3, almost 4 days. So you're shaving about a day off. But the beauty of that is a lot less physical labour. It runs 24/7. You haven't got to sail the ship, and it's a lot less physically demanding. Hello, Sam. Welcome, man.
Well, I'll see if our group is interested in travelling it. We may be able to work in alternative transport routes that may be able to.
So long as the shipment gets to the dock and the merchants get their merchandise, it does not matter how they get there. We mentioned cart because most people don't exactly have their own vessel.
We just happen to be in the fortunate situation.
You're
there.
very lucky, not many people do.
I know. Why I was just wondering whether or not the rest of the group they want to do that, but I was just hoping to.
Certainly, if you can let us know if it's acceptable. The payment, once you arrive, is 10% of the value of the goods delivered, which, at our last estimations, is about 30,000 gold. So you would receive 3,000.
$2,000.
Nice.
Good. Okay, I will look into that.
Certainly.
Is
there
this guy
anything?
meant to have a French accent?
Yes.
Okay.
Is he an elf?
Make a perception check.
How bad is my passive if I don't know
Yeah.
if he's got pointy ears or not?
He's wearing a helmet.
Do I have advantage because
Go
Of
on
reasons.
then. Go on then. No haggling. No, our party doesn't. Thank God.
deception?
Yes.
Yeah, our party doesn't. I especially don't because I can't stand it.
He actually is a half elf. Specifically, but yeah, there is elven features to him, which kind of like you kind of pick it up like the accent, and it's like, huh, and then you notice like he's got like like a more protruded elven jaw and like a longer, paler face. You can't see the ears because the skull cap he's wearing, but you would assume there's some definition to them.
We'll do that, and we'll let you know. Thank you.
We have a number of days before the shipment is due to leave, so you have about 5 days to deliver it if this is something you wish to do.
We have. Well, it'll probably be decided later today, more than likely. So we'll be
Yes.
Italia.
And a word between you and me as well. They usually tip if the shipments arrive earlier than expected, so try not to think over the 5 days too long.
I'm not going to. As I said, you'll probably find out a response today.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. And is that all you wish to do?
Yep. If there's nothing else, no other tasks around here.
Mhm.
I've done the shopping and stuff.
Yeah,
so
and I would
will-
say with the time you spent walking around town and talking to various people, you would probably get there after everyone else has arrived back at the tavern, but not much time difference. Probably about 10 or 15 minutes, I'd say. So the rest of the party get into the tavern first, take their seat, start drinking. Cass, your friend, quote unquote, is still there. And Evan turns up about 10 minutes later.
You're back then. Is he official now?
Boom. Another percent.
The case that has his it has his name and what path he's chosen, which is the Alcahest, and you can see the symbol of the vial with "In Study We Grow" written in parchment across it.
Well done.
Thank you. What's it called again on the on it?
It's a small vial, like it's an embossed logo, and it's a vial with parchment that wraps around the vial saying "In Study We Grow."
Study.
And it's basically a leather case that it's had it embossed, and above that now, curved around it, is the name Boomer Alcahest.
Yeah.
So at least if someone is looking for an alchemist, they would be aware of what type of alchemy you are able to do. Because then they don't accidentally send you in as an apothecary, because that would be tragic. Oh yeah, can you fix this guy? He's got a cut on his arm, and you blow his fucking arm off.
That's fixed.
Yeah, there's no cut anymore. There's no arm there.
Exactly.
It'll still be cut on the arm, it'll just be not on the body anymore.
Oh,
No,
look
if
at
the arm's
Liam
been
being
vaporized-
all specific, but I like it because it's true.
I think if the arm's been disintegrated, then there's no cut.
That is true. That is true.
But anyway, I will.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Mind Players RPG, thank you for the raid. It is massively appreciated. Coming in with 10 people, no doubt, as well.
Oh, good lord.
Hell fucking yeah.
So I will sit down and like.
Yeah.
So I've got us some supplies and got everything sorted. I've asked around to see if there's any work. Currently, the only thing the Alpha has is a transport job to transport a cart of wood from here to Colossal Tega. If we were to take the job, it's about 10% of what the overall cost of the items would be, which is looking at about $3,000. And they may tip if we get it there quicker than 5 days, right?
If you're going via cart, it's 4 to 5 days, whereas if you're going via vessel, it's 3 to 4. And I'll take this quick moment now. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you to Mad Pink Hatter for the follow. Oliver M. Connolly for the follow. Red Robin Cosplay and Belial. Thank you for the 69 bits. Nice. And Spajoink. Also thank you for the follow. Just so you know, the players are in chat and can see, so if you ever wish to speak to them, go for it. Carry on, Michael.
Oh my god!
There's also the potential for a little bit of extra pay if we can get it there quicker than 5 days, which would probably be best if we would take this cart by ship. I didn't know if there was anything else we needed to do in town.
Is taking a load of... It's timber, right, we're taking?
It's parts, it's boat parts.
Is that a good idea on a ship that eats wood?
I was thinking that.
We can check, but I'm pretty sure we can specify to Derek that...
Are you implying the mimic ship has no self-control?
But I don't know. I don't know.
Food, and he eats it all.
Can he distinguish between what's food we've put there for him and what's...
Yeah, well, we
just say, cargo, don't touch, eat that wood that we've already got for you.
Yeah.
Also, the fact is that he said that, you know, the people, there used to be people on his ship that used to have beds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
As well as food, so it's not like he doesn't know. Okay.
You can distinguish between the... Yeah, okay.
So, I'm pretty sure if we just say, okay, this here, don't eat this, this is cargo, this is your food supply, which we currently have 10 days worth of.
Yeah.
You should be fine to be able to get up to Wasseltega, which is supposed to be, which if I recall is meant to be a large port city.
Yes.
So there might be some more work and interesting things for us to do there, as well as a few things. And then we can move from there, unless there's anything anybody else wishes to do. Just take us in the direct.
No, but I would like to get some supplies before we leave.
Okay.
I like the sound of that.
What supplies are we looking for, Boomer?
It's a little bit of a shop on the... obviously, the first one is the clothes.
Yes.
I'm going with him on that, to remember correctly.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely fine. The stream was awesome. That's good to hear. Thank you, Carol Boop, for the 1 bit, and Carl, thank you for the 100 bits. I did see, but I didn't want to interrupt Michael.
That's fine.
I'll chat because I'll try and chat to people in chat between. But the thing is, I try and let the characters talk as often as I can.
Yes. So we're gonna go clothes shopping. Boomer, I have got a great idea for you. I am thinking maybe some nice long jacket to go with some very short shorts, maybe even the brighter side as well that stand out. I think that's a good idea, really.
Isn't Boomer a halfling? If you got him a long jacket, it'll be a duster.
Jacket is anything for him. It doesn't matter. As long as it looks long and more distinguished.
Well,
I don't want to be tripping over.
I'm sure
you won't trip over.
I'm sure you can distinguish the style of it, but a set of fine clothes will set you back the princely sum of 15 gold pieces.
That'll do.
Feel free to have a bit of creative control on what they actually look like, but 15 gold is the price.
I would say obviously fine clothes, but I would like maybe like a cloak style. As well, just to cover him.
Yes, obviously, we'll have to get a cloak, a proper coat to cover for the obviously terrible weather we have around here.
Well, for the most part, the clothes are styled to be applicable to the weather systems you're in. So, you know, it's a colder climated area, so, you know, they're not terrible. They're good.
Currently, most of us are wearing heavy furs from our trip down to.
That's true.
Distant
That's very true.
So, if there is a bag of holding, I will switch to my tailored, you know, fine clothes, because posh, right?
Well,
That's
Evan has one, and I believe Boomer's got the other bag of holding that he made.
Yeah, I'll go up to Evan and just be like, would you mind? And start stuffing it in.
The bag that keeps on giving.
Hell yeah.
No, I'll
Okay.
take. Come on then, Boomer. Let's go shopping. I want to get this done.
Before we do, Boom, would you, by chance, be able to craft something that is able to shield your mind from others?
Yes, I'm sure I can come up with something.
If you would mind, I would be very grateful.
No, at all. Is everything alright?
I am interested.
Completely. I mean, I can show you what others can do if you'd like, or what I can do, but others can do it as well. And the reason why I want it.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a Luke from Grey Tail, but he keeps his mouth shut.
Yeah, I'm looking and intrigued here as well, but I'll get carry on.
Alright.
I mean, would you like a demonstration?
Yeah.
Oh, I need a volunteer.
I would step backwards behind Greytail.
Oh, no. I jump out of my seat and I'm out the room.
So in the middle of the bar, that this is the late morning of. It's a packed bar. Greytail ups and runs out.
Solid Greytail thinking, I've left something in my room. I'll be right back, Boomer. Don't go far. And quickly just dash to my room.
The only people left at the table is Evan, Dia, Boomer, and yourself, Cass.
It's funny how they always run. They're always interested, and then you say, "Do you want me to read your mind?" And they run very quickly.
I know.
Well, I've seen what magic people experimenting on people does. So, no thanks.
Blow you up. My name is a Boomer.
Forgot the hydration.
However, she might be reading Boomer's mind in a second, and though those thoughts transfer,
Oh,
I mean,
no.
would you mind?
Oh no.
Not at all.
Cool. I am going to use my channel affinity
Yeah, I'm just going to put you back on skill.
to read thoughts.
Okay, and who is this that you're doing it on?
Boomer.
Okay.
Let's start running for some insanity rolls then.
Okay, so, Boomer, can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
You can choose to fail it.
Yeah, you can choose to fail it, but...
I will cheat just for the demonstration.
Okay. So as an action, you choose one creature, fails saving throw. The creature fails its save, you can read its surface thoughts, the foremost thoughts of its mind.
Before the minute is up, I would like to use my action to end the effect and cast the suggestion spell without expending a spell slot. The target automatically fails its saving throw against the spell.
Oh shit.
And she just leans forward and goes, "Dance."
That is horrendous.
Evil.
Well,
I'm glad I'm out of there.
yeah. You'll have to let me know, Carl, if you like the Wraith and stuff, because it's what I'm drinking right now, it's nice. You'll have to let me know what orders you got. Put it in the Discord. So, Boomer. You feel the affecting probes enter your mind, and you willingly let them in, knowing that Cass is just doing this as more of a demonstrative purpose. Then you feel the tethers mentally, not causing any pain, but snap. And the backlash from it, you just feel this overwhelming sense to let your rhythm lose control and dance.
Express yourself, my friend.
Boomer's going to use some shapes.
You stand up from your seat.
Just imagine he's got pre-made glow sticks.
Yeah. You stand up from your seat, and by God, Boomer, can you make me a performance check as you let out the potentially best, potentially worst, so maybe somewhere in between shapes of your life.
Shut up, you.
Bear in mind, this is to no music and no inspiration as well. This is completely spontaneous. As Boomer, you let off and to be fair, you know, Boomer can move. Like, this is a decent silent rave he's having. You could see the arms going in the hair, like his legs going around like he just doesn't care, man. You know what? Boomer can dance. No music in the middle of a packed tavern early in the morning.
Still buzzing off the initiation.
After about 6 seconds or so, because I believe that's how long the suggestion spell lasts.
Suggestion is a little longer than that. Suggestion lasts for. Oh, let me bring it up.
8 hours, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh no!
See, oh, God.
Wait.
I've got to double check.
Yeah.
Let me double check this. So Boomer's gonna have the shit.
I would assume you can drop it at will.
Oh yeah, I drop it after. everybody
Okay.
8 hours.
Normally it's concentration up to 8 hours, but given she doesn't need to.
And then after, however, how long do you let this go for, Cass?
I wait until Greytail and Persephone return to see him throwing shapes,
No.
and then I'll drop it after that.
So a couple of minutes,
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm calling back. Great tell. There's some strange stuff going on in there. Boomer's dancing.
What? I have to see this, and I'm there.
And the second the both of you two return,
Sneak. I wouldn't be like just walk straight out. I'd be like round the corner watching. I'd be like, look, it's over there dancing on the table.
Is
yeah,
anyone else joining it?
no.
Yes, no, I start dancing with him.
You actually go.
Say that. I was about to say, go on. I'm gonna jump on the table, start boogieing with him.
Hang on.
Performance. Go on. Let's do this. Great, Charles, you ready?
Make a performance, Greytail and Persephone, as uncoordinatedly. There's a couple of tables around you that start banging the table and like clapping the hands along. It's very incoherently and it doesn't make a good rhythm. But they start like giving you a bit of encouragement because you know this is a bit of entertainment early in the morning.
A bit of a sea shanty starts going off.
No one's singing, but there's like people are like stomping on the floor, clapping hands.
Yeah.
But the thing is, no one's keeping to a steady rhythm. That's the problem. So it just becomes, it's almost like,
Terrible.
Persephone, you start dancing, you have the time of your life, despite looking like a half-paralytic sleep person. Sleep person? What the fuck is a sleep person? I don't know. Either way, that's what you look like. And Greytail, you upstage Boomer just a little bit with some of the moves. Like, you know, you're a master of your body. Your body is practically fluid in the way it has to move, given the things you do.
I'm weaving in bits of like Tai Chi moves.
Yeah,
essentially
it's like
you'll fight, yeah.
Is it capoeira, the fight dancing?
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of envisioning that type of thing where, like, in your mind, you're fighting like 4 people in a bar fight. Or, like, you pick a table and it's like, right, those 4 get up and come at me, so I do this, and you're kind of like simulating in your mind the fight of that table.
But it's a bit more fluid than that.
The role be fighting playing with you.
And then after a few more moments,
I think I tried to mimic what Greytail's doing, but absolutely terribly.
Yeah. After a few moments, Boomer, the suggestion leaves your mind, and you don't really know why. You had that.
Greytail dancing.
What happened?
I mean, you know that you were being. You know everything that happened. You just had no control of your body at that moment.
Yeah. Well, I think it'd be more poignant given that Cass very obviously did it as well.
I mean, I did admit I was going to control. I told you. I just need you to open the door, and well, we ended up having a dance party. So.
Yay!
The only thing I would say is that even though Boomer was, willing to let it go, just let the spell take effect, Cass did feel like the tiniest bit of resistance for just a moment.
Okay.
as my aura was protecting him.
Oh.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, of
Got my
course,
mouth
yes,
happy again,
because
and I'm just-
because
Hi-
be, because level 6, yeah.
Level 6, so my charisma starts applying to everyone's saves within 10
Yeah,
feet.
so even though he willingly failed it, your aura is indiscriminate in its protection of those that you see as allies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a big boost. It's only 2 points, but
It's better than nothing.
yeah.
Mm.
I felt the wall. That was fascinating. It's been a while since, that happened.
Ooh.
Yeah. Did you enjoy yourself though, Boomerang?
I did. Boom.
Yeah, looked like you needed a bit of celebration, and
Oh.
I am quite surprised at Great Ale's moves.
He's got some
I am
moves.
very. You can move that body, old chap.
Okay. Step back.
You, at about halfway through, Cass, you would have noticed that one of the patrons would have chugged the rest of his cup and would have gone around collecting a few coins off people, and he comes over to you and goes over to Boomer and goes, "Ah, lad, pretty good dancing there, hey? Here,
Oh, thank you.
I went and did a collection for you on behalf of the pub." And he'll pour the mug onto the table, and it's mostly coppers with maybe 1 or 2 silvers. Thanks for the show. And on the table is about 43 copper pieces and 4 silver pieces.
Ooh.
And he'll kind of give you a pat on the back and go, "Hey, if you do anything like that again, you'll have to come back to here and do it again, won't you?"
Oh yeah.
That's a boy. And he kind of,
Traveling circle, you'll take a level in Bard at some point.
yeah, you all just take, you all on the next level up, you just take a level in Bard and just become a performing circus.
That'd be quite good.
Yeah, Boomer's on
It's another
Pyro.
income.
My point still stands, Boomer. With this, you understand, if I was kind to suggest that you dance, there are other suggestions that could be made, and I'm going to protect myself away from them.
Yes, it's under the wrong hands. It can be very dangerous.
Exactly.
Yes, I will come up with something, and then I'll start making it as soon as just for you.
Thank you. I don't know if anybody else would prefer it. I mean, I wouldn't worry about Evan. Evan's used to me having me in his head sometimes. I think.
In the bin.
Okay, I've
Yeah,
got a
I
big
don't
shopping
really want to be
trip.
mind controlled either.
Well, no.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that nonsense.
Studies would prove that mind control is typically bad.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 dentists would not recommend it.
I mean, I could have said, "Tell me the truth about a certain event," and it would just come spilling out of your mouth.
Oh. Yeah. Boomer gets like a chill down the back of his neck. Oh.
Shit, secrets.
Shopping. Let's go shopping. Come on, everyone. Let's go.
Michael, what was the name of the art of the ring?
The Ring of Mind Shielding.
It's uncommon, so it'd be the same as your bag of holding. 100 gold in resources, as well as 30 hours, as we worked out, to craft.
100 gold I will give you.
No, I don't need to.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
right.
you
Okay.
need to be healed, my friend.
I think after that I'll do it.
Yeah. What tickles me is Boomer's starting to splash the cash, but he still hasn't told anyone that he's got $3,000 in his pocket after he just gave Evan $3,000.
Yeah, it's like just figure out what is going on with Boomer right now. Like everybody, what is going on with this party? I think we need to have a bit of a chat.
Well, I would say it's very obvious that Boomer's got money to burn, given he gave
Exactly.
Evan $3,000. He's willing to just give away 100 gold for you like it's nothing.
And me. I just asked that, remember?
Feel free to ask.
I know, I just did. I said I'd give you, and he said no.
No, I'm saying no. This is
Cass
God
said-
talking to Cass to ask Boomer. You shut the fuck up.
Points. And I said the same. I'd give him 100 gold, and he said, "No, don't." He said that after I said it.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have a question though for you, Boomer. I haven't asked this one yet, but you mentioned obviously that you previously worked for someone called Master.
Yes. Master.
Was it? Master. Mm-hmm. Where was it? Who was your master? Yeah. Thank you,
It
Grace.
was back. It was funny enough back in Mothersola when we were back. Oh, well, Clash. Was Boomer there at the time?
Boomer was there, but Cass
Yes.
didn't go to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Master Foxy wasn't there at the time.
That's a pity.
Although apparently Morgan knows where he was.
So why did you leave your master?
Funny story to be fair. I was running a little errand. I found a box of what do you call them? Swords. Got in.
Yeah.
Got in the box and somehow got locked in it.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is that your master technically doesn't know that you haven't completed your mission?
You know,
and he's probably very worried about you now.
you know the box of swords you found him in?
Yeah, I know exactly.
The ones that have travelled nigh on 4,000 miles.
I just like to think that Magog's seriously worried, like there's like all these things out for Boomer, you know, the known.
He's probably just assumed he blew himself up.
What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the world map just so you guys can actually kind of imagine how far Boo's gone. Yeah. So you've got to imagine each square on this map. Remember, is 200 miles, and from the capital of Moldosora, which is roughly in the central square, and you guys are here. He's gone fucking far.
It's only 50 foot.
It's only no. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 5, 6.
Annie,
It's about
change the,
it's nearly 2.
Annie.
Yeah.
change the
Oh,
thing
shit.
to
Oh.
200. Yeah,
Yep.
you can also
Yep.
do that.
You're right. I was the one that told you that. Yeah.
I know. That's why I'm reminding you.
That should be it now. Yeah, about 2,000 mile. Boomer's gone.
Yeah.
So Boomer literally got shipped halfway around the world.
Fascinating, because you're from Dora, you know, Stephanie from off the coast around here, correct? Our friend Dear here is from here, right, in Brielle?
Yes.
No, I'm from Bjorn.
Yeah, Liam. Deer's from Bjorven, which is the neighbouring country.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I
Yeah,
heard that.
it's actually quite interesting. Like, because obviously this is my homebrew world, innit? And I'm saying this more for the new people. This is everything. Like, you guys are from all over.
Except for this one person that I don't know where they're from. Where are you from?
I'm the only local then, by the sounds of it.
It actually is. I think that's the case. I think Greytail is literally the only person from the country you guys are in right now. And
I'm local.
That's not answering my question.
and there is a message from Clarissa from beyond the veil. Rescue now or revolt.
What?
Bex is in the Twitch chat saying rescue now or revolt.
Oh.
Hi, Beck. We'll see you. Never, probably, when we finally get around to it.
Yeah.
Well, officially, we still don't know, do we?
Nope.
Nope.
And you don't know either that in the midweek session that Argyle's currently broke free.
I will point out the only person who knows that she spoke. Oh, because she hasn't told Evan yet what she found out. Other than I think she wrote in a book and was being weird last session, Cass was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since that point, they've not contacted. So the only people that actually know anything about that they've been captured are Cass and Evan. Because we're not telling the rest of you, because that seems dangerous.
Anyway, we're talking about other less important stuff. The most important stuff right now is shopping. Boomer needs a
I
suit.
don't know, Betsy.
Yeah, you guys haven't broke the news yet. I mean, actually, you know what's even worse? Cass and Evan still haven't told the rest of the party that Clarissa and Argyle have even been kidnapped in any capacity.
No.
And we probably won't for a while.
Yeah, that's going to be awkward when Argyle comes round.
Sorry, just in character for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Stephanie, I know that you want to go shopping, but I asked a question, Braytel. Where are you from?
Can I go back on the,
If I remember right, you're from Fjordamore, which is the capital of the northern region.
So where we picked him up, that's where
Yep.
he's from.
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
Because if I remember right, your background's Urchin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, so he literally is from the streets of Fjordamore to the north.
I'm sure there's an interesting story there that we can talk about later on. Maybe during the travel up north.
It's not that interesting, but sure.
Are we definitely then taking the thing to travel more, taking the job then?
By
There's
cart.
not anything else to do right now, right? You know, we've got time.
We seem to have, so I just wanted to make sure.
Bit
Yes.
more money, still useful.
Also, you know, 3,000 gold will help us all in some way or fashion. I would recommend that we buy maybe some more diamonds in the long run and healing potions, just in case I get knocked out, because I don't think anybody here but myself and Deer has any healing magic, and Deer forgets that he has healing magic, so...
I do not forget. I do use it sometimes.
I have part healing powers.
So do
Do
I.
you?
I'm always forget
Yeah.
that
Oh,
I
yeah.
can as well.
Okay, I'm
We're
trying
all
to...
healers.
Don't get sassy with me. Now wash your hands and we'll put on your shoes and we'll go out.
Aww.
So then, we're taking the job.
Boomer obliged.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yes, we're taking it. I assume we're taking that. I say yes. Does everybody else?
I lick my hands.
Also, we're going to. Don't forget, we're also going to a large port trade city. So there's more than likely going to be a lot more shopping stuff we can do there as well. And
That's
we're
a
getting,
good point.
and we're getting paid to visit.
Mm. You might as well wait till we get there. There might be higher fashions. There might be a fashion scene there. We can go and see some catwalks. You know,
Excuse me.
I mean, like not just our taxi friends walking, but like actual.
Okay.
Here, Matt, ready to kick off at me.
I can
I
hear that
decided,
dice being rolled.
Yeah.
No, I just said excuse me, but it was because it wasn't aimed at me. It was just like a confused. What?
I feel like I've been insulted. Be prepared to
Yeah.
punch.
So let's get this just straightened out. So the plan is to accept the job to go to Colossal Taiga.
Yep.
Are you going via the Derrick or are you going
The
via
Derrick.
the feet?
Is this really?
Derrick.
Derek.
Brilliant.
So I've got everything. So I will first have a mention with. Well, I'll go and first speak to Derek about it. Basically, just saying, right, we're going to be doing a travel up to Ortega in the north. We're getting some cargo delivered. Oh, well, there's been some members of the group who are wondering whether or not you can distinguish between the two. I believe that you can.
The response is point me in the direction and I will sail. Just tell me what rooms I can eat from and what rooms I can't. I can't tell what is in the room outside of how much. I can't tell specifically, but if you tell me not to eat anything in a specific room, I won't.
So we can make a specific storeroom.
Basically, he can make a
food.
storeroom. If it's in there, it's free reign.
Cool.
Basically,
Yeah,
don't sleep in that room. Otherwise,
So
you
that's,
might.
that's what we're that's what we're basically saying is like, okay,
And as he's explained before, he can manipulate his under decking to, so long as it's within the same dimensions, he can put walls up and manipulate it so he can split off things as you wish.
yeah. So if we were to say everything that's like all of the wood that's currently in the cargo hold,
Yes,
if you could separate that off into its own
which is easy enough to do. Yeah.
thing, ease everything in that pocket. Don't put a door or anything there for us to be able to get into.
That's
is the
easy
room.
enough. Yeah.
And then when we say, okay, transfer everything that's in a specific room into the food room, you can do that.
Because he can manipulate it to have a door and stuff as and when you add and subtract from it, and remove it so you guys don't accidentally wander in there.
Yeah.
No, that's easy enough. It takes time to change the space underneath, but as long as you give him enough notice, he can do it for you.
Which is why I'm doing it now before he does.
Perfect. Yeah.
Do that, and then we'll arrange with the guards to do a drop off of the cargo, and we can get ready to set sail.
Which is easy enough. The guard you spoke with before. So the requirement is that you have to take the goods to the Solomon Trading House on the docks of Colossal Tega.
Okay. Do we have some official documentation to say, you know, this is the delivery you ordered, blah blah blah?
Yeah, there's a manifesto of what's there, or at least what should be there, how much, and it's signed from Scialfa, which is where the items were created, and to the merchants of the Solomon Trading House. Because obviously then from there they sell them specifically to all over.
So we do that. Everything that should be there, we do that. I would like to. So after that's been done, if anybody's doing anything else in town, I would like to stop by and leave a message for our friend, because he is currently in another country, isn't he?
Joseph, you on about?
Yes.
You don't know where he's gone.
Yes, but he is not currently in town.
Oh no, he left yesterday.
So I will have just a little note, just saying a little note, and just leave it with his family, just saying that I know he's currently traveling. He's currently not available, but could you give that to him when you next see him?
Yeah, pop it on his desk when he gets home.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's easy enough. The
Just
the mother's the one
we're
that
out of
answers the door and goes, "Oh no, certainly, dear. I'll put that on his desk for him. You need not worry."
That's fine. And, hopefully we'll see him again sometime.
Oh, he said he should be back in about a week, I think he said. So if you're still here by then, you can come back. Anyone else hear the static? I will unplug my microphone and replug it back in, because sometimes that causes the issue, but I'll just bear with me a sec.
Oh, nothing come from me, is it?
Hopefully that's fixed. You'll have to let me know. Well, I don't know. I've done it, so if it stops, it was me.
Well, it's the two hours.
Yeah, it's gone, I think.
It's
was you.
Oh, well.
Fixed. The
Yep,
wire's a
so-
bit of a bitch sometimes. Thank you, Bilal, for letting me know.
So I will just saying, we are currently, well, we're heading out towards Consultation, but if we come back this way, we'll try and catch up.
Well, certainly have a safe trip. I've heard it's quite nice up there some days. The breeze from the ocean can be a bit vicious, though. So make sure you wrap up.
Don't worry, we are well prepared for that. And it doesn't, and then he'll just excuse himself and
Yeah, easy
let's
enough.
go. So, whilst all that's happening, is there anybody else anyone wants to
Anything
do?
else anyone wishes to do before boarding the derrick? For the travel?
Yes.
By all means, Boomer. Tell me what you're doing.
I'm just going to shop for some bits.
I
So I
will
can
come
make
with you.
It's not going to be exciting.
I know, but I want to come for a walk.
Right.
So what is it
Obviously
you're
this.
looking for?
Okay. The first thing, I'm going to forget about the clothing and wait till I get to there.
Yeah.
Next to it. So obviously the first components I want is materials for that ring.
Yes, which is easy enough to pick up. It's going to cost you 100 gold.
Okay, then the second thing I want to start making materials for sending stones.
No, Boomer.
Okay, so yeah, that's another. What rarity are sending stones? Uncommon?
I'll check for him.
Uncommon, aren't they?
I'll check, but I think that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's right as well, but I'm not 100%.
Uncommon.
Uncommon, so that's another 100 gold, so that'd be 200 gold. Which,
And
given the town's current status, the stuff, it's harder to get, because normally Penelope's the one-stop shop for all of this stuff. Unfortunately, with her being absent, it's harder to get, but it's still obtainable.
yeah, so that's the reason why I'm getting them. So I get hold of it easier.
Yeah.
The third, although I don't know if I need any materials.
You're making that to call her as that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically, he wants
You're right,
he
you're-
wants his booty call on tap.
Yeah.
Proper way to do.
Also, the fact is, I wasn't there to see it, but the fact that she wrote him a letter of recommendation sealed with a kiss. As Danny put it.
Yep. No, that was right. It was essentially, you know, the stereotypical lipstick mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, sealed with a kiss.
Uh-oh.
Whack.
And you've also got to remember she's got a thing for Argyle as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, scared little kitty. Oh, I just
I
realised.
think he was involved with somebody else. Shall we say?
Hey, we keep on going like this. I think he might end up becoming like the Cowardly Lion. That'd be like-
Wow. I am glad Adrian is not here to hear this.
Bexy is though.
Yeah, Bexy is, and I'm sure she'll tell him.
No, by all means, I'm a heartless bastard, as Danny would tell you.
Okay, the final thing I want to get material is for me homunculus servant.
Okay.
Homunculus servant, yep.
Yeah. Do I need any? I presume I could just let you just bail that straight up.
What does it say
Well,
you
just-
need? I'm not as well versed in my artifices as I really should be.
Hang
A
on,
general
one
crystal. Oh,
I'll dig it up for you.
yeah.
So no art. Yeah, no, that's the one thing that you need a specific item
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, which I already purchased a while back.
Yeah, that was the crystals, wasn't it?
General
Yeah.
crystal worth 100 gold.
100 gold.
That's it basically.
So yeah, you don't need anything else because you've already pre-purchased those ingredients ready.
Nice.
So yeah, it'll be 200 gold. It'll take you a couple of about 3 hours to get everything together, just
Yeah.
because of some of the stuff's a bit more hard to get.
That's
And
300 gold, by the way. Just saying.
Why
In
is it-
total.
why is it? Oh yeah, because of your ring.
100 for the ring, 100 for the sending stones, and then 100 for his servant.
No, he's already.
Oh no,
got
he's
that.
already got the crystals.
Okay.
He purchased.
Sorry, I thought you.
No, he purchased those quite a while back. I think it was at the time you guys went
You were
to
buying.
Kulmar.
It's when you're purchasing your jams.
It's quite a while
Diamonds.
ago. Man was
Diamonds are
prepared.
important. They can bring you back from the dead.
One thing I'm
Just
going to
saying.
do though, I do need to go to the bathroom, guys. So I'm just going to take a moment. I'm not going to run adverts and stuff like I normally do, because if anyone in chat wants to say hi and or ask questions to you guys, at least they can hear you respond. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. My webcam will just be the chair. So yeah, I'll be back. Bilal, thank you for the get paid. I'll run it in a minute.
Yeah. So, how's everybody doing?
Alright, so you spoke.
Oh.
Adam, gosh. We're good, thanks for that. Well, I am anyway.
Okay.
Let's hope
Yeah.
Marty then. Well, we're people now.
We are now the host.
Yeah,
So you said yeah.
Therefore, we get all the goals.
I would also point out for you, you've gained two, going up to level 6, you've got 2 more infusions known, and you can have 3 items that you've infused at a time.
Yeah, this is the third one being. Could have got a arcane focus that bumped up, and then obviously what I give you.
Can we infuse some beans?
The
Just
arcane
put your third on Persephone to give her an extra advantage so she can get a sneak attack.
Follow
Or
beans.
if you want to build Queen's armor, that's another good one.
Quite a few. Enhance arcane focus. What I did.
Oh yeah, but you've got a third now, right?
Yeah, this is what the servant's going for. Got the arcane focus, the servant, and then I think what did I give Evan?
No, so infusions. Can you put that on the servant? Is that what you have to use it for?
No.
I don't really know
The
artifice
servant,
very well.
the servant is an infusion, essentially.
Yeah.
So he gets that, which basically means he gets his own little familiar.
Oh, Bexy
Yes.
asking that questions. Oh,
Because we want to go straight to help, I think, was the...
yeah.
The main thing is we realised that if we did that, we'd be diving headlong into,
Something over our heads.
yeah, way over our heads. So the two of us who realised got very cautious and went, we're not ready for that. None of this group is. So,
Well, the sick, because at the moment we believe that we're the only people that know about it that are able to stop. They're not okay with them suffering. It's more so the way that Cass thinks about it anyway is that sometimes bad things happen in the grand scheme of things, and if you can save 100 people and 2 die, there's a better option. It's the train cart theory. Who do you save? 2 people that you know, or 100 people that you don't know?
So also, if we did go and help, we'd just die.
Yeah.
Save
So Cass
100
and Evan.
people. Then you get 100 muffins off them.
Yes, we don't trust the party with the knowledge. That is a complete accurate assessment. Because you guys are also nice, wanting to help your friends.
Impulsive.
Oh.
Yeah, more impulsive.
yeah, we understand it is the whole the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or in this case, making sure
For the
we
greater
don't
good.
die in an attempt to save you.
This is it.
I think
We don't, also, Cass and Evan don't know currently where the guys are. They just know that Clarissa and they suspect they're in some kind of demi-plane, but they have no idea where that demi-plane is. We'd be running around in circles. And
I'm
it just
back,
doesn't
guys.
seem...
I've got
Oh,
you
hello.
back?
I've got the cat with me because when he had his coughing fit earlier, he's like really lethargic and not having a good time, bless him.
But yeah, we are sorry, Bexy, by the way. Like, Rose as a player doesn't like it. But you're in character, right? Gotta think in character. That's what I'm
the
telling myself
yeah,
anyway.
I think the thing that you gave me was the armor of magical strength.
Yeah, that's it.
Make a strength check or strength saving throw, expend a charge, and add your bonus equal to your
Hang on.
equal to my intelligence modifier. And if I would be knocked prone, I can use reaction to expend 1 and not be knocked prone.
Yeah, I think it's because of the time you were being knocked quite a bit.
Yeah, the only problem was I was being knocked unconscious, let alone things there.
Yeah.
That is large. Danny is far away.
Fluff is the DM now.
Yes.
Yes.
He's just pooped, bless him. Since he had his little asthma attack earlier, he's just knackered.
There you have it, internet. Danny's cat pooped.
fetal matter.
Yeah, Fluff's coming 18 this year.
Bloody hell.
December, the end of the year. December 3rd is when we've rough worked out they were born, and that would have been December 02. 03. No, we had them 03. Wait, no, it was December 03. We had them January 04. But either way, now I'm back. Let's get back onto session. Is there anything else people wish to do for the rest of the day?
Like I said, I'm just gonna lick my paws and talk to Washam.
Okay.
Oh dear. It's like become a meme now. Oh my god! Wow! Like, just watching.
I am washing them.
For the kitty, thank you, Blythe, for the 1,000 bits. It's appreciated massively.
How much?
If it wasn't for the fact he was overweight, I would feed him a treat for you. But the vets, because he's on steroid injections, he's overweight massively because he's a fat little boy. Otherwise, I would feed him a treat for you. They dropped 2K when you went. Wait, what? Motherfucker! I've just seen it! Oh shit! Thank you for the 3,000 bits then. But either way, we'll get back onto session. I don't want to derail for too long.
Anything in town that would be like a religious shop or something where I can purchase things like that nature?
The church would probably be your best bet.
Cool. Oh, does the church have the crackers?
Yeah, I was about to say I'll come with you, get some biscuits.
The magic biscuits, yeah.
Backing away, backing him in.
Yeah, no worries.
I've also got 11 on me, apparently.
They only have 3 available, though, at the minute.
Can I have them, and do I
yeah.
have to pay?
Yes, they're 5 gold each.
Okay. Yeah, 5 gold.
What was it I rolled on them? Was it a D6 health or something?
D6 temp hit points for 24 hours.
Okay, that's it. So yeah, for 5 gold apiece, you can get yourself 3 more portions of your Jesus crackers. They're very holy. But yeah, so there's 3 of them available. You've picked all 3 of them up. They do have like more, but it's just they like to have amounts for the actual
spares.
For the services and things like that. Cass, what are you here for?
I like it, cut G.
I was more looking to see if they had any books to do on various religions, that kind of thing, and also if I could get if there's, just some bones of a saint or something like that, just in case it's lying around, maybe.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
I know why you're asking, but think, just going to the church. Go.
I just mean this might be something that I'm not able to get at a later date, and I might want.
Yeah. No. I know. Love for the Jesus crackers. Hell yeah. And thank you, Carl, for the hydration monitor once more. I will take another sip of my blueberry lemonade.
That's a good old 22.
Nice. There's a couple of people that at least understand you're not just asking for the sake of. They understand it's for the use of spell components, and they can clearly see that you are a woman of the cloth to some degree, even if you're not of the same religion. And they are able to sell you a bone of a saint. You don't know the saint it is from specifically, but you can have one. In terms of books on other religions, they don't carry anything. Go on.
Sorry, let me just specify how much does the saint ring cost?
The bone of the saint will set you back 50 gold.
50 gold, perfect. Gold. I have a bone of a saint.
You do.
It's a finger bone. I want the pinky if I can.
You can have the pinky.
Thank you.
In terms of books on gods, they don't often carry anything like that. A lot of the items that they have are religious symbols, blessed waters and things like that. So that they can't help you with.
Definitely fine. I'm all good.
Beautiful. Anyone else want anything before we leave? Speak now, or forever hold your fucking toes in gravy.
On the way back, though, because I'm not with the group, because me and Greytail have obviously split off, can I look for clothes for? Basically, I'm going to be the mum buying a child Boomer's clothes. Just find him some bags.
Children's clothes.
You're
buying clothes for Boomer. Okay.
I'm buying clothes for Boomer. Yes.
There
They
are-
aren't really nice, fancy, because I know she's got class and style, shall we say?
There are plenty of tailors and fitters. I would imagine with your keen perception and history and stuff, you could probably recall the dimensions of Boomer to a fairly close range. So, with your artistic flair and choice, you could pick a set of fine clothes.
It does have something that looks a little kind of reminiscent of a lab coat kind of style, but more tailored and fitted nice.
Yeah, I'd say that's more than possible. Because there are stained jackets and stuff like where they've been bleached white, and some of the travelling cloaks could pass off as a lab coat. Yeah, fairly simply.
I'll hold up from the child's section a hooded cloak, but it's got bunny ears attached to it. It'd look good in this. Reference.
What we could do is can we have the ears put on the lab coat, like with a hood? So it's like a hoodie underneath.
I tell you what I'd go nice with the lab coat. Some blue spiked hair.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking more like maybe a set of like little goggles and stuff like that. Basically.
Could turn him into D&D Morty.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll drop
monocle?
2 gold on them, if that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, I will be back in 2 seconds. Sorry, guys.
So.
Yeah, there was one more item I wanted to buy. I forgot.
Okay.
Ingredients for the fireworks.
And do you remember what those ingredients are?
Funny enough, I got them up now.
Oh my! Well, aren't you the prepared one? So do you want to share for the class just to see who got it right?
So I need some gunpowder, paper,
Correct.
fuse, coloured flash, powder.
And
that's it.
So, what, if any, coloured flash powder are you going for?
Ooh.
Essentially,
Can
that's the colour.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Can I mix it up?
You can.
I'll probably have a bit of red and a bit of blue.
So purple.
I didn't want mixing up like that.
It'll mix itself.
I'll be with multiple colours, not one.
Yeah, he wants to make some red fireworks and some blue fireworks, not one set of feathers.
Okay, but either way, I believe, because I've got it here in my notes, that if you're going with average quality stuff, it's going to be 5 gold per set of fireworks, and that can make a couple, like, of bottle rockets in each.
Yeah.
How many are you going for? And again, it's going to take you a lot longer to get the ingredients than it would normally, but given what this town does infrastructure-wise, the ingredients are available. Just.
How many per set can I make?
It's about 4, you reckon you could probably squeeze out with 1 set of ingredients?
Could I buy 2 sets then, please?
Which would get you enough to make 8.
Yeah.
More than easy enough, so that'd be 10 gold. If you're going with average quality ingredients. If you're going with higher to make it easier on you, it'll be more and less.
I'll keep it with average for the time being.
Alright, Ian.
Just as this is just a little experimentation.
I feel like an evil genius at the minute because my cat's like just sat on my desk and I'm just stroking him like, yes, yes, sweet.
Is this Dr. Evil? $1 million.
Yes.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
My name is Dr. Dulchenstein.
Who's mini me then?
Looks at Stuart. Either way. Everyone is... The guards will have sent porters to bring the required goods to the docks. The derrick would have been loaded up during the day. Everything is ready.
Okay, so all sorted then.
Indeed,
I think
we
I
are.
am.
Head off.
Yeah, I will give Boomer his clothes.
Ooh, thank you. I'd have the goggles. Oh,
Go on, you're okay. Sorry, the cat was climbing down. So,
bye bye, love.
yes, we will go to the world map. Well, not the world map, the country map. Sorry, just so because while you guys are into towns, it's easy this way, just so you guys can see where you are. You start heading off. Again, I'm gonna kind of fast travel this unless anyone has anything specific they wish to do.
So how many hours in total have I got to play with?
In a day, if you do nothing else but working, bear in mind I've based the work day off doing about 10 hours a day.
10 hours.
And you can probably push the envelope if you really wanted to. The 10 hours was based off walking, like sleeping and everything. You'd need at least 8 hours to sleep. If you did nothing else but, you could probably squeeze as high as 16 hours in. But you would literally have time to do nothing else.
I'll keep with 10 hours a day, and then I'll start making the ring or cast.
The ring first. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That'll take 3 days at that rate.
Yeah, and then I'll hand it to Cass. Here you go. This will protect your mind.
Hang on.
Thank you, you're ever so kind, Boomer.
You're welcome.
Daniel, I will unattune from the medallion of detect thoughts and attune to the ring of spells. Mind shielding.
Easy enough to do. But before we get there, the first day comes and goes without a hitch, because this will be on the third day, so where that 16 is. First day comes and goes without a hitch. The derrick makes sail, and he's staying to the coast slightly, so rather than going fully out to open waters, you're just kind of going up the western countryside of the small offshoot island of the north. Second day, there's no issues also. And again, someone, if you wish anything specific to do, please just pipe up as I'm talking. I'll try and leave gaps in between to give you guys chance if need be. Sailing's a little rough. The waters are a tiny bit choppy, but Derek has been in water enough that he's able to maintain and keep going at a steady pace with no issue. The day goes
Anyone
past.
seasick?
Probably a couple of people are a little... I think you're probably the one that's most rough because you're thinking, God, if he gurgles the wrong way, he could eat us.
Oh, I know. Even though I've spent most of the time on ships.
I
Never
spend
mind.
all my time below decks, away from the water.
Fair. Third day comes and goes. The choppy waters have stilled, but you can see that the skies are heavily overcast and it looks like a storm's a brewing. To what degree, you don't know. Is it as torrential as the previous one? We'll see.
Whereabouts are we at the minute?
I would say you guys are probably about here. Like, you see this little like peak here? You're probably about there, like about a couple miles off the coast. Yeah. Thank you, Liam.
Would going through the canals been any quicker or slower?
The dock's on the left side of the top.
Oh,
here.
is it?
Yeah, so the dock's about here, you see.
Oh, not far off then.
Going the other way, you would have probably have been slightly longer.
Yeah.
As soon as I do a tune, I am going to ask if anyone would like the necklace of Detect Thoughts.
Yeah, because this is the day now in which you swap over. You now have yourself the Ring of Mind Shielding.
Anyone want to be able to read people's thoughts?
No. No.
No? Okay. Holding it.
I did say I'll take it.
Okay, I'll give it to Evan then. Sorry, I didn't hear you, Michael.
I take it.
I would like to be on deck, at least.
On the
anyway.
third day, yeah.
Yeah. I'm always on deck, keeping an eye out. So I've got the necklace. And I will bag of hold it and get when nobody's looking.
Okay. On the fourth day, it's not heavy torrential rain, but it's just starting, and it's like that dreary type of day where there's a very light smattering of rain, persistent throughout the whole day. And I need to just double check one thing. I'm pretty sure we're good, but I've got to be sure.
Does anyone have a book I can read?
I go on about ice golems.
One that you don't necessarily want back.
Oh.
Boom, we'll have a look, see if there's anything in his bag of holding.
There's a lot of books in his bag of holdings that are
Shit
currently
tons.
right.
Yeah. These are the ones, the expensive ones.
Yeah. Jinx.
I'll put,
Yeah, one that you don't want back.
yeah,
Look, if you're going to wipe your bottom with it, you can't have it.
I'll pull out a book about cats.
Okay.
Get a dodgy look off me, but I'll take it. And I believe there's a mimic that eats books.
There is.
Yes.
And it's King Damascus.
I will go and talk to King Damascus.
You certainly may. Ah, hello, good sir. What is it brings you to my fine abode today?
This thing about you eating books, and I hold it up. Is that a
Oh,
thing?
oh yes.
Is there something I have to do, or do you just...
Well, the book would be mighty delicious. I would more than happy take that off your hand, and I can devour it myself. I may not look it, but I'm capable. I'm a king, no doubt.
Alright, well, he's not got hands, so I just kind of hold it within his region of his mouth, I guess.
Yeah, and you watch as where the mouth is level, it kind of splits all the way around, like the back of the ears, and the head, like the top of the head tilts back, and this long lashing tongue just wraps around the book and just yanks it from your hand and pulls it in. The head flips back like a trap.
That's terrifying.
Oh, that was mighty delicious. Thank you. What is your name?
Greytail.
Greytail.
Grey.
Grey. Thank you. On behalf of my kingdom, I thank you. If I was in my abode right now, I would make you a knight myself, but as it stands, I am here, so I cannot.
So where were you taken from, or why were you taken?
I am from the great civilization of Salzia, my dear boy. The first king, no doubt, the founding monarch of the fine country.
Were you the actual king, or are you just a representation of him?
I'm the actual king, my boy.
Okay.
Why else would I go around saying I'm the king if I
give
was
a
lying?
Fancy bow.
Thank
Pleasure
you.
to meet you, Your Highness.
And he would spend the next, as because you fed him, if you would be willing to listen, he would offer stories of this faraway kingdom of Salzia in the tiniest tucked away corner of the northeast of the world, where he built up the great capital of Hindenshire and ruled over that country for many a decades and brought introductory prosperity and greatness to it before leaving it to the heir, his son, who he doesn't name.
Okay. Yeah, I sit and listen because I've got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
In the meantime, for the rest of the internet, this is what this Salzia is known basically as Tutorial Island, which nobody's ever finished.
Yeah, the very first campaign that I ever ran when I started running D&D for the first time, what was it, 3 years ago now? Fuck me. Salzia was the very first country I ever made and ran. Also my first TPK.
The 4 campaigns he's ever run in it, none have ever ended well.
Yeah, literally, I have ran 4 campaigns now out of that country. None of them have finished. It's a blessing and a curse. But
Yeah, and that's the only person here that was involved in that TPK. Fuck you guys.
we may go back to Salzia one day, maybe campaign 4. Maybe.
No.
Okay. Well, Rose, it's either Salzia or Burgundia.
Well, it's back on track.
Either way.
Said-
The fourth
Great
day.
Yeah, okay.
The fourth day comes, the rain starts. It's not heavy, but it's light, and it's that annoying rain that just doesn't fucking stop. The skies are overcast. It's a fairly dull and dreary day. About midday, the boat would suddenly, as if like a big weight got dropped on the ship, and it would rock suddenly. Because you're in your room, Cass, aren't you?
So I'd be on the deck, so would I see
Cass?
anything?
No, I'm in my room.
You're in your room, okay.
Yeah, she's reading. most of the
Everyone
time.
everyone on the vessel would feel the rock and shake. And Cass, there would be a flash of light, and sat in the chair that furnishes the room would be a figure. Laid back, arm on the back of the chair, dark robes, floating stone above the head.
Oh god.
Afternoon. Pleasure.
Good afternoon. Why are you gracing us with your presence?
Well, first things first. I may introduce myself.
No introductions necessary. I know who you.
Oh, that makes things easier then. So I trust you know why I'm here then, huh?
Some suspicion, but please, why don't you tell me?
Well, it has to
Oh,
do-
you can do the monologue now if you'd like.
Okay, but there's none to be had, but that's fine. Either way, it has to do with you contacting one of our prisoners. Yeah, kinda got that call.
Oh, yes, I remember. But you admit that they're prisoners of yourselves.
Well, what else would you do with people that attack and damage your property, huh? I mean,
Well, if you're...
I say they got off lightly if you ask me.
So please, why don't you tell us why you're here?
Well, I'm here to basically say don't. They're prisoners for a reason, and I kind of... We're gonna be keeping an eye on you because also you had a hand in it as well. We should have arrested you, but it's kind of too late at this point.
I'm ever so sorry, but what authority do you have to arrest somebody?
Thank you, Twin Mind.
Yeah, twins!
The power that makes you do what I say, or else I vaporize you. You know, that old adage, but either way. Look, I'm gonna make this short. They tried to break out, and one of them, the fire furball, actually made his way out. Believe it or not.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't expect any less, you know. He was quite a successful individual, and you.
Well,
Now,
either
I
way,
believe. I'm guessing you're not a vampire because you came here uninvited. But you do understand that certain requirements mean that you need to announce yourself before you attend somewhere.
and what
I mean,
rule
can't
dictates
come
that?
like-
I was not informed of any rule before I arrived, so you know. Plus, even if I was a vampire, this is a ship, not a house, so I doubt I would have applied the same rules. But who knows without trying?
But anyway, my point isn't that you are a vampire. My point is that you came here uninvited, and
Right.
you seem that somebody's very concerned about rules. You know, and the whole fact that you guys are, what's the word? Unwanted in this area of the world.
Well, that's your opinion, and I can choose to listen or not give a shit, and I choose the latter. So, but either way, the point is, you're known criminals to us. You're lucky we didn't take you. You're associates with 2 prisoners of ours, or at least 1 prisoner, 1 fugitive. And the point is, I can help you if you wish. And I would probably say, what would people be doing as this is all happening?
Okay, when this happened, the question would have been, Derek, what was that?
Yeah, that
And
was
you-
what I was going to
and
say.
you-
I'm on-
and you-
I'm on deck.
Yeah, and
I would
the-
have gone straight to Derek.
and the
Yeah,
response
and
the
it's not
response
going on.
would be something appeared and he's moving around inside Cassie's room.
Yeah, that's fine, because I'm on deck.
I'd have headed up to the deck, see what's going on.
In which the message
Yeah,
would
so-
be received.
So I would have asked that
Okay.
question, and I'd have said to Greytail then, I was like, if it's just me and you, I'll go,
I'm there as well.
alright, so I would have said then, Cassie's room, let's go. And I'd draw out my
And
bow
we
ready.
will wait a moment.
And I'd be stopping like, what? Someone's in Cassie's room, you tell me to stop?
We don't go charging in. But we do have a few ideas. Cass's room, what wall does it connect to?
Well, it's got one wall that connects to the outside of the vessel, one that connects to the inside. It's also got an adjoining wall with Evan's room and the feeding room.
Then we go to
Everyone
my
to
room.
Evan's room.
We go to my room, and we ask Derek to, when we,
If you're going to
If it
ask
looks
him
like
to drop or change the wall shape, you do know it takes time. It's not a quick process.
That's
okay.
my point.
It's
Let's-
it's
Is there a window into a room?
no.
So there's no exterior windows?
No.
So there we go. We go to the door, we barge in, we confront the intruder.
And to confront the intruder, if they were able to break in so easily, they're going to be more of a threat than we need. Cass will be talking to them and keeping them calm, keeping them.
He's still
You
there.
listen in through the door,
We can listen in. We can
see if
find out
they're
what's going on.
hostile.
Okay, so you're not going in. You're just going to stand and listen at the door.
I would like to pull back a vote and state my point. I'm not happy with this plan, but obviously you lot want to do it, so we'll go with it.
If they sound hostile,
It's two.
go straight in.
Okay. So back to Cass. You were told that this person can help.
Help with what?
Well, make it that we don't have to arrest you at some point for, the criminal damage, the torture, the false imprisonment, that old chestnut. All the things you did in Frosselger.
I mean, you keep using certain words which I believe that you shouldn't be using. Like, arrest implies that you have authority over me. We were on a quest to stop whatever was affecting that town, which happened to be you guys. Oh, you know, the distraction that you made. So technically, we are the ones who are able to arrest you for crimes against the people of this country. Not only that, but you are clearly a magic user in a place where they hate your kind. Which I do understand and I do sympathise with you.
Wait, I am? Oh no. That's news to
I
me.
know, you teleported right into my room.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I was meaning to go to the lavatory, dear, unfortunately. Turned here by mistake.
I thought I was shit, to be honest.
Yeah, shit is her magic as well. The joke was there. The joke was there.
Fair, it's fair. Look, at the end of the day, we're watching you, obviously, otherwise how would we find you here? You're probing into things you really shouldn't be, and I'm going to ask that you don't. Or you'll have Clarissa's head on your bed in the morning. Yeah.
I'm going to advise you on something.
No.
Understand what
No,
this
you're
like.
not.
Oh, you can leave before I say it, but I'm going to suggest you do not know who you are messing with, child. And if you try to do something like this again, I'll send you to the depths of hell so that your kind can be taught that you don't fuck with people you're not ready for.
You're fire.
Now, if you could be so
I like
kind,
you.
maybe you
I like you a
I
lot.
know.
It's a shame. But either way, that was very piss poor advice. It was more of a statement, if anything, so, you know. But A for effort. Give you that.
Sorry, I said something similar to what you said, and you said that was advice.
Either way, look, the point being, we're going to get Argyle back. And just stay out of it. It's the best thing I can suggest. Anything you see, anything you hear, leave it be.
I'm quite interested to know one thing before you
for sure.
get the fuck off Ashley. If you're so certain that you're going to get Dr. Argyle, you know, so you can continue to drain him, why have you not tried to drain me and my friends yet? Is it that you're scared of this?
I mean, do you want to be drained? I mean, it's a very unusual request.
I know I don't. I wasn't requesting. I was asking for information because I find it rather strange that you're at this.
But the thing
time,
is, this is the first time we found you until now. Until the breakout, until you tried getting in contact with them. This is the first time we've been able to track you a little bit.
How did you track us?
Well, you know well, you know that pesky magic that I am apparently good at, like, you know, has its ways.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If you'd been so kind, I would show you the door, but
it's a brilliant door, honestly.
I know the way of it.
It's plenty beautiful. Where's the rest of them, anyway? I'm surprised I haven't barged in by now, honestly. Did make a bit of a noise. Oh well.
Alright now. Bye-bye.
Oh. Bye. She still says that.
I know, and Cass is just going to fix daggers on her. And so, do you want them to barge in and try and kill you?
I mean, they can if they want. But, you know, I'm putting my feet up a moment. It's cozy here in this creature.
You are not welcome here.
I know. Leave what?
this ship. Go back to whatever hole you crawled out of.
No, I believe there's usually a word that's associated with politeness when you ask for something.
Yeah. Now I had twin mind thoughts with the DM then.
Yeah. Say the magic word.
You know, the teleportation.
Let's go fuck off. So, like,
You know, there's usually the words that people say when they ask you to do something.
Now?
I wish that would just float through the wall, but I don't want to get everyone in trouble. Now?
oh, well, maybe I should extend a courtesy that you've not extended to us, but please would you leave now?
Bang! And literally the second you say the word please, she teleports. She doesn't even hear the rest of the sentence, she just... And the ship just...
So she was holding teleport for the word please.
Pretty
No.
much...
Actually, if she was holding teleport for the word please, that
no,
conversation
she-
longer than
no,
six
she would have-
seconds. Just further spell slots.
Oi, fucker. She would have cast it the second you said it. You knew what I mean. It probably wasn't the perfect timing, but you know. Either way. The ship rocks as the kind of like the energy like wave just like rocks the ship just slightly.
They're probably gone now.
So,
Knock on the door.
Open the door. Yeah.
Open the door and let her in. The door opens and you can see everyone stacked up comically up against the door.
Everyone else is stacked up. I'm just stood there like perfectly normal, like. You okay? No?
Who was that?
Sorry?
Who was that?
An old friend?
Okay.
I will point out that you all would have heard the mention of Argyle and Clarissa's head on Cassie's bed and stuff. And the fact that Argyle escaped and they will be recapturing him and don't get in the way. Yeah.
So, Argyle and Clarissa are all in trouble.
You're in the doorway.
So we can go in.
Come in. And she'll sit on her desk chair again. The same chair that bitch.
So I will. Yeah, I will.
You caught and you never told us?
I would have gone back upstairs to check everything was okay with Derek to get us moving again. And then I'll go back to join them.
Well, unless you specify, Derek never really actually stopped. He would have just carried on plodding along.
I didn't know whether or not that would have had an effect. But
No,
I'm just
no,
checking
no.
in with him, make sure everything's okay, then come back.
Oh yeah, the rocking of the ship, it probably made it awkward for him, but he was able to carry on easy enough.
Mm-hmm.
How did she get on this vessel? Even, like...
You knew, and you never told us.
Are you saying that you told me exactly everything about who you are, where you've been, what you do every day?
Yes.
This is a bit different. If they're
How is it?
captured and they're in trouble, they need help.
I don't mean to cause offence in this circumstance.
But we weren't ready to fight them.
Yes, we're still not ready to fight them.
We don't know who they are, where they come from, and if they're probably still listening in.
Yep.
Hold on. Are you listening to us?
On that basis, Michael, did you pick up any diamond dust when I requested it?
If you'd have requested it, yes. So,
Thank you.
how much did you
It
need?
was I requested it back when she wasn't talking.
So, how much did you need? 100?
25 gold pieces.
Okay, I would have bought 4 sets then, so 100 gold's worth.
Cool. I'm gonna usher everyone into a 10-foot cube.
Ooh. 10 plus nice, yeah.
A bit close.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cast non-detection.
Okay, so for the next 8 hours, you are all protected from divination magic.
Well, it's this place, this 10 foot. So it's either one creature or 10 foot of space. That's why I've got everyone in this 10 foot. So for the next 10 seconds, they cannot scry or have any kind of magical means of listening in to us. It's like this 10 foot.
For 8 hours, yeah.
For 8 hours.
Okay.
Okay, so do we have a plan on what we're doing? How we're helping?
All she
Who
seemed to
are we even
do.
going after?
I find it rather strange, though. We can't go after them now.
Oh.
She used a spell called Teleport, which is a much higher level than we're at. Meaning that if she was alone, potentially we could take her on, but not if she has underlings, groups of individuals.
Thing is if she's come here and she's bragging and boasting about how don't do that again, we're going to get, we know where you live and all that.
We've rattled the cage.
Oh, we've rattled the cage, you're right. But they've also the fact that they're going, don't do that again, or we'll have to go on that. But we're willing to let you go for this instance. They're being nice.
They're trying to scare us off instead of just dealing with us.
Yeah.
So they want us alive?
No.
It's not only
I think
that.
we're drawing
There
too
were
much
certain
attention.
words
Yeah.
that she used. She kept on saying, like, arrest us, that we were damaging property, blah, blah, blah. It seemed like that they believe that one day they will be ruling and in control. Correct?
It sounds more like they believe they already are.
Well, this is it. They are overconfident. Literally, their egos have been inflated by what they believe to be justice, that they're going to find what they need to find and, put us all in shackles. However, the problem with a dictatorship is that it doesn't work for very long. There is always someone willing to overthrow you. We need to find the people that can stop something like this. We can't do it by ourselves. It is near impossible.
Currently, all we know of is 2 people that have currently got any stake in the fight stopping them. That would be Joseph and his patron, and
all the clan members.
The clan members, but the only one. Well, we don't know where the clans stand on these things, what level of interactions or whatever. We do know that Penelope and Joseph have had interactions and dealings with and are somewhat against them.
Well, I think the entire world of Tierra would be almost, a little bit against somebody taking control and putting themselves in the seat of power.
Especially by magical means.
You've also forgot Argyle himself. She said that Argyle was free. So that's another person who was going to try to stop them.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't believe Argyle will be in the right state of mind. The only reason I say that is because they have been in that place since we left them.
About 3 weeks.
Yeah.
He's managed to escape.
I'm sure he will contact when he needs to. However, I believe that in this circumstances, I'm not going to contact him for a while, just in case he's been marked in some way that would mean that as soon as I contact him, they can listen in.
Well, it was marked on a place, not on a person. That spell is a ward against things.
Okay.
Is my knowledge correct, Danny?
So, it's an area. Essentially, think the alarm spell, but with much fancier rings and bells.
But if they're gonna recapture him again, we need to hide him, protect him.
Yeah, I don't even know where he is right now.
Wouldn't he have gone home?
Depends on
where was home.
Where is home? Where did he come out from? How has he managed to get to where he is?
Yeah, because he's not from.
It could be
What's
just
okay.
I mean, there's also the fact that she came here and we're taking her on her word. It could quite possibly be that he didn't escape at all.
And we're about to run into a trap.
Mm-hmm.
One that they've set up for us. I do have a bit of an
The
idea.
difference is we know that if it is a trap, there is a trap, so we can prepare.
And we have to warn him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do have the ring now, so hopefully that will protect me a little bit more than what previously. But I do have an idea. They are I mean, well, she is. So the individual I was speaking to, she's very confident, like almost to the point of that, you know, overblown confidence, believes that we wouldn't touch her or anything like that. Let's make them think that. Let's make them think that we've dropped it. We go covert. We gather information, we put our stuff together, we find out how the clan's beliefs and, you know, systems with this kind of magic users. We start investigating, but under the radar, keeping it sneaky.
Yeah, essentially, we continue to do what we are doing, which is traveling to different towns, doing mercenary
Meal.
Our jobs.
mercenary work.
Adventurous stuff.
And whilst we're in town, we start asking around for information. I did that in I was trying to do that in Skelfer, and we ended up finding out about Joseph got something. So we just need to continue doing that, and maybe just be.
If there's any time that any of us want to talk, you come to me and I will set up this queue. If it's on another day, so this lasts for 8 hours, because it could be that at any time we are being listened to, we are being watched. We just need to think about things before acting, which is why I went completely silent the other day, Gray. I know you were a bit perturbed.
It was weird. So they can just
Well, that's
listen in whenever they want.
Yes. Well, there are spells such as, have you heard of scrying before?
Not really.
Well, now that she knows my face, she could have taken an item from here or something, or anything along those kind of lines. And it's almost like viewing from a little window what is going on. You can only view like a certain area, but you can watch.
She would more than likely have been able to target you from the spell being cast, from what I can tell.
I think that's how she knew where we were.
She was able to scry on you to find that information.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to do that. So currently,
If
that's the
you
case,
can't teleport to a person, can you?
No, she's teleported to a location and got very damn lucky.
Oh, I know. How the hell?
Yeah,
she
teleport
know?
on it to places or objects.
Yeah. Well, technically, she would have had to teleport to either Derek or the middle of the ocean.
Derek's also a no because it's it's technically a living thing.
She had to target
How the hell did she
something on
get
you. She had to target something she saw through the scry and get very lucky on the D100 roll.
Something like maybe your clothes.
Still, she was very, very lucky.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, it's
I know,
it's classed as seen casually, which I believe it's like a 60 or something above.
Given the
Seen
fact that
casually
Danny,
would mean
I'm
I've seen it
sure that I think Danny just did that for dramatic flair and didn't use it.
Yeah, I think it was a plot armor thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, little bit. Yeah.
It's forgivable.
Danny wanted to have us meet BBEG or one of the lieutenants.
For the second time.
Oh,
Actually, technically fourth, but okay.
I mean, I find it rather amusing, to be honest, that she thought she was focusing on me because obviously I made the connection, and she thought that she could scare me by some means. Now I have protection against her. I'm not that scared of her anymore.
The rest of us don't know.
No.
So I think Boomer needs to double time.
Boomer? Yeah. Would you mind, Boomer?
Will that stop them from seeing and hearing us?
Well, on this occasion, what I'm going to suggest is we come up with certain bits of information that only that person would know. Do you know what I mean? So that we can, if someone is acting weirdly, we can ask them a specific question
Password.
that we're expecting a password, exactly, that nobody else would be able to know. And we come up with it now, and we do not mention it again after this box drops.
Chicken nuggets.
What?
That's the password.
Chicken nuggets.
Okay.
I mean, you're not going to guess it, are they?
I mean, I was going to suggest orchid juice, but that seems like a bit of a dig at Danny rather than.
I was expecting those.
The BBEG comes back and casts Disintegrate on
Yes,
cast.
I think we just used up the 7th, 8th, and 9th level spell slots to get her back. Now we can take it.
Shit.
Oh dear.
I mean, technically, I've said that anyway, so that's
I know.
that's not what you with lightning.
Suddenly, a hole just appears in the roof of Derek, just exactly overcast. Boom.
So we say, literally, what's the actual password? Are we using chicken nuggets right now?
Nug nug?
Nugs.
No. But the thing is
mine-
something that won't be used in common terms of praise.
And this is for what exactly when we're using this?
So, say for example, if one of us was to be charmed, you know, or cause some madness, Evan, we've seen it before.
We can drop it into
Yeah.
conversation to subtly suggest that something's happening to said person.
So yeah, we can ask the question. It's a call and response. You ask the question and the person responds back with the answer. Otherwise, we can assume that that person either, you know, like somebody could change their face to look like one of us. They know who we are now. We have to be very.
Yeah, that would work to. That would probably work to protect against someone disguising as a member of the group.
Mhm.
It would not stop a member of our group being charmed, however.
If you did, if they did to us what you did to Boomer, he'd know the. We'd
So
know.
maybe
Even though they don't know, even though they don't know the code, Boomer knows the code.
Hmm.
I assume though that we would be able to tell if one of us is being charmed, as in we started attacking each other rather than attacking.
Or
Other
what if
members.
we're just, or what if we're charmed to just listen in and report back, blend in with the group, and nobody notices?
How do we do that then? How can we protect?
We can't. We just have to pray that we're all looking.
Or Boomer.
Can Boomer make anything stronger than the ring?
I don't know. I'd have to have a look.
Maybe
What
first
we need
few
to do
versions.
is buddy up. The only reason I suggested if we buddy up with another member is likely then if one of you guys gets charmed, the other one can raise the alarm. Do you know what I mean? You don't go alone into certain areas.
Well, I think the first point is get these rings for everybody,
Yeah.
which is what I did
That's
ask
the
Boomer,
second
but he's
point.
ignored me about it. So this is stressing the point now. We need those rings.
We all need one.
Yeah.
Not sure if I remember correctly if these rings protect us from anything scrying on us. Though.
Let me check.
That's the next
Yeah.
thing you can get as well.
You are
And then if
immune
we
to
can do
magic.
search.
You are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you're aligned, knowing your alignment, or know your creature type. Creatures can telepathically.
Telepathically.
That's the one. Communicate with you only if you allow it. You can use an action to become invisible until you use another action.
Cause the ring to become invisible.
Okay. If you die while wearing the ring, your soul enters it unless it already houses a soul. You can remain in the ring or depart for the afterlife. As long as your soul is in the ring, you can telepathically communicate with any creature wearing it.
I do have an interesting question on that, Danny.
Yes.
Right? Based on stuff outside a game, you know,
It
backstory stuff.
would prevent the things you already have in place.
Oh no.
Basically,
No, yeah, okay.
basically, think like a pipe that's got a blockage, and that ring will be the blockage.
Yeah.
Until
So it starts
do you get
to
does that make sense?
Yeah.
Ah,
That-
You get something that moves it.
Yeah. Whereas
That
you'd go
would-
off and do the thing, that ring would capture you and stop you doing the thing.
Oh yeah, no, that was my fear ever since you started mentioning about wanting it. It's like, that's not going to help. That's going to stop it.
But it does. Danny did say that you can choose not to, right?
You
No,
can
it-
choose. You
no.
can either stay in the ring or choose to depart for the afterlife.
Yeah, this is stay in the ring or die.
Yeah. There's no way of. It doesn't mention any way of returning to your body. You either go to the afterlife or you stay in the ring.
Well, oh god.
That's the downfall with wearing them, because if one of you goes down, your soul is sucked into the ring.
Okay, if I'm about to die, can someone take my ring off, please?
Yeah, I'll make sure.
Strange request, but yeah.
I'm assuming that's after the death
Is
save.
it- This is before the death saves, basically. It's once the
Oh,
death
before.
saves,
If I go
Death save
unconscious, take it off.
Get the ring off.
or heal her off, one of the two.
Yeah.
It just needs to be off my body. It doesn't specify that I need to be unattuned.
It just says
off
what
my
if
body.
you're wearing it. So yeah, taking it off
Yeah.
would technically work.
Even if you have to take off my hand or my fingers, just make sure it is removed away from my core body. I know that's a really weird thing to ask, but please do it.
Okay.
It's really important.
So you're saying don't try and save you, just make sure that doesn't happen. So don't give you a potion or anything.
We'll go for
No,
the
if you can get that away and give me a potion afterwards, that's fine. Just take it off. If it looks like I'm about to die, take that ring off, please. It's super important.
Getting very confused, Luke.
And the reason why I'm giving the information like that for free is because I would imagine when Boomer made the ring, he would be aware
Yeah,
of its
That's
flaws.
pretty much that's
Not only
why
that, but
Yeah.
Because the issue is, in the creation of it, Boomer would be like, to make this enchantment as strong as it is, this flaw has to be there and it can't be taken off.
So we can't make another one and tweak the ability.
Not really.
Carl, thank you throughout the stream for keeping my mouth ever moist.
Extremely moist.
He's done like about 10 hydration reminders.
He's trying to drown me.
Yeah. Basically,
That's not how you win the encounter. You don't kill the DM.
I mean, that's one way to look at it.
Anyway, before left, would ask Detect Magic to see type of water surrounding.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic. That's 30 foot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Outside of the stuff you would expect to see, there is nothing pinging that would catch your eye. Outside of the stuff that you were aware of on the ship and of other people in the ship that you know should be there. And Derek. Because Derek is a magical bastard.
Oh, so I can't see anything.
Nope, there's nothing.
So
Ooh.
no over residue from the teleportation spells.
It probably would have faded by now.
We caught that like 3 days after somebody else had teleported previously.
No, you guys made that assumption, if I remember right.
No, we caught traces of conjuration magic like a week after it happened.
You're on about in Dunvast, aren't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
but there's no trace of any teleportation magic here and now.
Nope.
Or conjuration or any type of magic.
Not outside the normal.
I mean, you would be able to tell the non-detections out, but I do get where Michael's coming from, because last time you
Last time
mentioned that
Yeah,
was
last
able
time
to...
we did this, there was residue left over from a week past, and now there's nothing.
Yeah.
Do you want to know about Cloud Price?
Is there anything good on there?
Yeah.
DM's always right.
No,
Not
like,
much.
no, I'm I know, like, there's none.
Straining your mind here. Is there any different residue on Cass, perhaps? Is there a leftover of illusionary magic, as she was never really here?
Now that I'm gonna have to check, because that's a good point.
Ooh.
That I'm gonna have to check.
Magic.
Magic Gromit. Magic is weird. Yeah, magic is weird, man.
Danny's internal consistency logic is
No,
weird.
no, actually, no. Yeah, on Cass there would be hints of illusion magic. Yeah.
Ooh.
So she didn't teleport. She was.
Never there.
It was all a dream.
Projection.
Well, hang on. If it was like a projection to, was it a projection on? Can you tell anything about the magic was used?
And why did the ship move when she appeared?
I also point out that currently wearing a ring of multi, meaning that thing couldn't be in her brain.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but it doesn't
Boomer,
prevent-
make a Arcana check.
Great.
Could cast identify on herself as well to try and see what kind of magics have affected her?
I would say.
To be honest, I'm not. I think I get where you're coming from. but
I'm
at
just
the
gonna
end of the
say I
day,
want to see how identified targets. Can you target stuff like that, or does it have to be a specific item?
You can
with text magic.
You with with
identify.
Identify. You can. I think you can cast it on people to see what spells they've got.
You
currently
choose an
on.
object that you must touch throughout.
Oh,
Oh,
not
I
so
mean,
further?
Cass is slightly different. She touches things and gets to see like snippets of things, but
Yeah.
that's because that's what we worked with.
But it's touching an object, like you can't.
Danny, just before you say
Yes.
anything, just check further down. Just as well. If you touch a creature throughout the casting, you can learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. Okay.
Yeah, which she could do that.
So, do you want to try and find out if anything's affecting you, and what's this Arcana done? Fuck on all, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's there's a centered on Cass. There is a like field of illusionary magic that. Because I never even thought, but yeah, like because when Michael said it, he was like, oh yeah, shit, no, that's right. But it's very faint and it's fading rapidly.
She's got tight control over her magic to make sure she doesn't do excess spillage like the other guy did.
Covering the tracks pretty well.
It's
Love how
still
we're basically
noticeable.
doing magical CSI on this.
Yeah, you literally are. I love it, like dust for Prince. Like, what? Okay.
That's it. The thing is, though, we did do that.
You did. You
Well,
did.
Which
Okay,
is why
so-
I was like, why is this not working?
Yeah. Is Cass casting Identify on herself? Oh wait, she's BRB. Doesn't matter. She can't answer me. But yeah, there's like a wide. It's like a wide field, and you can't see the edges of it in the room you're in because the room's small. But it's like a thin. It's like a veil of it that's like covering everything, like a dust.
There was some magical.
Yeah.
Oh. Isn't the invisible?
Is there anything else you wish to CSI?
We will just go and quickly round ship, see if everything else is in order. Say magic wise.
Yeah, you will go about the ship, and the one thing you actually notice is that the illusion magic that you saw,
Yeah.
it's stationary. That's the reason why it's fading rapidly, because as Derek's slowly pottering along, When you get to the top deck, you notice it's still... Technically, it's locked in its space, and the ship's gone through it.
I'll just tell Derek quickly to stop.
Okay.
And I'll get Kevin up on deck. Show the area that the match still is.
Yeah. Did I just say Rose back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Did you cast Identify on yourself to find if you're under the effect of a magic?
Yes, please.
Okay. Are you just casting it for the minute or ritual for the 11?
Just for a minute. Just for the 6 seconds it takes an action.
No, it's
I
a
think.
minute. It's a
Isn't it?
minute.
It's a minute to cast, yeah.
Yeah.
You go through. You're currently under the effect of no spell.
But I'm becoming a liability to all of you. I'm the only person that they... No, really, because at the end of the day, I'm the only person that she's seen. She might know that I'm affiliated with all of you, but that would be information that she would have had to get from other sources that are currently dead, or she would have had to go to one of the various clans, and that's not something I think a magic user would do in this area.
She doesn't know.
I'm becoming a liability.
Yeah, I think she doesn't know enough to be able to target us with the magic.
No, but she can target me.
This spell that you've put us in right now, does that have to stay still, or can it move with you?
I can cast it on an individual, so they can't detect me, or I
that
can
gonna
cast it
be-
on one of you.
Is that going to be expensive to keep you constantly hidden?
Yes. It's going to be 25 gold pieces every 8 hours. I've become a liability.
So maybe when we're doing investigations specific to this group, you then cast it then. But when we're doing normal adventuring stuff, you might not need it.
I think the best course of action, and I hate to say it, that when we get to Colossal Tega, I remain there and I remain silent until we are at the point where I can join with you guys again. But at the moment, I am putting you all in jeopardy, and I'm putting Evan in jeopardy, which is one thing I would never want to do.
Literally my job to stand between you and jeopardy. So
But without you, you're the one who's going to know the most and be able to find out what's going on.
I think the best thing we can do is not instead split up and hide you away, is just continue to act normally. We haven't, besides the fact of us knowing about Clarissa and Argyle, we haven't done anything that would draw attention or ire towards us. So,
Yeah, I think
Carry
we
on
have.
as if we're avoiding them.
well, not even as if we're avoiding them. We carry on as if the rest of the group doesn't know, and she is essentially keeping it a secret. We don't know
Oh, okay.
Argyle and Clarissa unless it's like, oh, we haven't seen them in a while, wish we could speak to them. Cass and myself have to have a guilty look on our face, perhaps, but
I don't know whether we can do that.
we just continue on as we are. They're going to be, if they're going to be keeping an eye on us, as you said, if they're going to be keeping an eye on us, either we continue to live under this spell for the rest of our lives, or we continue on and act like we don't care that they're watching. We're not doing anything that would affect them, doing anything else.
And
Yes,
eventually
we've
they'll
not-
get bored and stop
will-
watching.
I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, I proved to you guys the other day what I am capable of. What's me to say that they come into my head and then all of a sudden all of you are dead?
Well, that's what
I am
the
a
rules say, isn't it?
liability. You can't just discount that by saying that they might, or they might be, you know, benevolent and decide to let us carry on until the point that you're ready to attack, and then all of a sudden they can use me against you. You're basically
Yeah.
saying that.
Well, if that happens, I'll
They-
knock you out.
Yeah. Now there's that.
I'd like to see you
Well,
try.
There's also the fact of that everything that you told us about what this meeting was, that was nothing more than a cat playing with its food.
I'm going to
It
ignore
was
that one.
too
He wasn't
You know
calling
I
you a
meant-
cat.
You know I meant no offense by that
Yeah.
comment.
That's a mouthful.
Essentially, that's what they were doing. Nothing more than just playing with the food and just taunting you. They don't see us as a either they see us as a colossal threat and they try to warn us off. They don't see us as a threat, and this was just her going, "Don't do that."
So you're saying that I'm not a liability then, Evan, right now?
I know you're a a
Exactly.
liability. No, sorry.
It is in everybody's best interest for me to leave the group. By any means, I am a risk that is not worth taking.
I just tripped over my words there because I thought you were saying, "What? You don't think I'm a threat, not a liability?" I tripped over the words there, but yes, you do pose a threat to the group. But depending on how we act, it could be just as much trouble. If we act like, if we decide like, "Oh, we're doing that," and the rest of the group hides away.
No,
Well,
I hide away. The rest of you carry on as normal. I'm the only person that they know of, that she can see, that she's spoken to, used magic on. Magic beyond all of our means. I am a threat to the entire group, and I don't think this should just be a decision
So
that
if you're a threat, how can we counter that threat? What can we do to protect you from this magic?
It's not about protecting me. It's about protecting all of you.
Yeah, but if they've linked onto you, is there a way of removing that link or nullifying it?
Unfortunately, not without erasing their memory, which is something that I can't do yet.
Right, okay. Is there any artifacts we can find or something, or enchant to block it or something?
We could try and look for something that could potentially block.
How about this Penelope lady? Can we contact her?
If we can find one of her tents that are active again,
Well,
possibly.
hasn't Boomer got a way of contacting her?
Not yet.
He's got to make the item first.
Somebody does. Somebody could write
Yeah.
on paper and talk to her.
I mean,
That's
technically-
that's a good point.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Boomer
that's
has
that.
got magic paper that does get in
That's what I
contact
was
with her.
getting at.
And also, Cass has got sending and has met the original Penelope. So
So let's
I just don't
contact
want to
her.
be to people because it means that I'm involving them in whatever that I've got going on. You do understand why I'm willing to put you all in danger, right?
and I'm unwilling to let the idea that you being alone and isolated means that they think, "Oh, she's no longer with the group. We've changed our mind on the whole not taking you thing."
Well, no, I hide in plain sight.
That's
Essentially.
what I've just been saying. We hide in plain sight and continue on.
Yeah, carry on as normal.
But not with you.
Now you'll be safer with us.
They
No,
already know-
And if
You
you try
won't
anything,
say
I'm sure
you-
you can resist.
Well, let's contact Penelope and
Yeah.
see if she can help us. If there's nothing we can do, then obviously we'll have to reevaluate. We're not even at our destination. Let's get there, contact Penelope, then reevaluate it.
You're on the last day of the journey.
Exactly.
The hope is by morning you should be in Colossal Tega.
I mean, I thought this was going to take us 4 days, right?
This is
Yeah,
the
this is
fourth.
day 4.
So we should be there in a few hours then.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, by morning.
Was this not morning?
No, this is about the afternoon of day 4, but by the morning
That
of day...
means we should already be there.
Yeah, 4 days is that we're there on the 4th day, not the 5th.
Motherfuckers, I'm going to slap the shit out of you.
It's 4 days, not 5.
You're gonna be there by fucking morning. Shut up and eat your breakfast.
Which means this happened on day 3.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Michael, Carl, fuck yourselves.
Annie, you try and put this stuff in there, you know I'm going to bring it up.
Give us the statistics, Danny. We just go with it.
I know, shut up.
So, moving on.
So, we're ready to head into. Well, we're ready to in the morning get into town and be sorted.
Yes.
So we go in. We possibly see if Bruma can't contact Penelope and see if she can't.
Well, can send the message to Penelope.
Yeah, you can send the message to Penelope now.
So we're in so and so in a few hours or morning. Can you meet us there urgently? Blah blah blah.
Or, do you have an item that can prevent blah 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 blah? And would we possibly able to get hold of it?
Blah blah blah.
An amulet or some item that can protect against scrying and other effects to try and spy on a person.
I will start get about rip more of it off and then they'll.
What on earth did you just say?
Yeah, we're missing every other word of what you're saying.
Hang on a sec.
I thought it was my internet going again then, so I was like, no.
No. That better?
That's much better.
Oh yeah.
Got actually messing with the mic settings.
Yeah, no, that's fine, dude.
So basically, I'd write on the hi sugar. Got any items can protect us from scrying eyes?
Just give me un momento.
Does that paper give him a reply?
No,
Or does she
it
send
does
message?
not. This is what I'm checking. Will she have to? I've got to check a spell list to see
That's why I
if she would,
said
if
to-
she can
that's what I said,
message you
to
back
tell-
or have to teleport.
That's what I'm saying. To tell her where we are so she can get there.
She's got a tent in every major town anyway.
But we don't know if that's it because her tents have gone, haven't they? So we don't know
yeah.
if that's in every major town.
Yeah.
That's what I said to her. We'll meet you in XYZ area.
We're going to be there.
Yeah, the message has been sent. You know it's received because it's the same as what's been done before.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else people wish to discuss or do on the last
I will.
leg of your journey?
I shall make a start on my servant.
Brilliant. How long does that take?
A night.
It doesn't-
He could literally have done it on day one and not cared. It's an
Oh.
infusion.
So it's a quick. I was going to say prioritise the rings, but if it's only a quick one.
I was going to say I thought it was like a process or something. No, that's fine then.
Nope.
No.
It's an infusion. He can just wake up one morning like, I want a homunculus today.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
a servant.
Nice.
Right, Al. He hasn't got the resources for the rings. I did tell him in our last in Skull where we were, but he ignored me.
Well, yeah, we'll prioritise. They'll have it in.
Yeah, hopefully in this area we'll get him.
I mean, it's a
He was
full
only ever
set.
asked to make one ring.
No,
In
he wasn't.
Boomer's
I asked
defence.
I asked him as well.
I did say I wanted
yeah,
one.
but Carl did ask for one as well. It just
Okay.
got glossed over entirely.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear him.
You did because I did say to you during the conversation, Danny, that I offered to pay as well, and that's when
And you
Grace.
thought, and you thought he meant pay for Cass's.
Yeah, that's why I said I'd offer to pay. Then Danny went through that scenario, and I was like, no, I did offer to pay. And when
I didn't see it properly
No.
either.
And when I was in the shop with him, when he asked for the materials, I said, don't forget my materials, because I wanted one, but he ignored it.
We will collect them in Colossal Tega as there will be probably a lot more plentiful items.
Things are more
Hopefully, 'cause it's a-
plentiful here, yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully it
Yeah.
will be, and it'll be cheaper because it's a major port, isn't it?
Yeah.
But bear in mind, it is going to take me about a couple of weeks to.
That's
to
fine.
get
We'll prioritise
enough.
people.
We need to prioritise the defence of the party.
Mm. It's got the road up, basically.
Don't forget, mate. Like, this is what I had to do when I was the tinker. Remember, you lot wanted stuff. It was the same principle. I've
I
got the
didn't.
crafting for you all.
Put your
I didn't
order
go
in.
demanding stuff.
Yeah, you did actually. I had to do all these rings myself. Remember?
Ask for anything. Brogan never did.
Whatever.
That's the
Anyway, How many hours out, Danny, are we?
Probably 6, 7 at the earliest.
So are we sticking to the original plan of we're in pairs or something at the moment, or are we just going to be okay till we get to the port?
I'm assuming, unless anyone says otherwise, that yes, you're going to be going in pairs, but obviously the pairs themselves are to be determined.
I'm assuming Evan and Cass.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably a given. Probably Boomer and Grey at this point as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
And then that would leave Persephone and Deer.
Oh man, really, dear?
Yay.
Are we choosing a password just to have anyway?
Nug Nug, wasn't it?
We're going for Nug Nug. Okay.
I reckon Deer's password's going to be Ice Golem, isn't it?
No, because he says that all the time.
I was going to say, yeah.
Exactly, that's the most obvious one, so it's not going to be a password people will pick up, because he says it all the time.
Yeah, but it needs to be a word that we never say, so
Look.
it doesn't just get
Oh god.
Nug Nug.
Yeah. Just obviously has before you get into port. I'm going to start then on the sending stones for a couple hours.
Yes, which you'll get 8 hours in before
Usually start
you pull up.
that.
Okay. You pull up eventually with everyone going back slightly more vigilant and a bit more rigid and on alert. Derek starts moving once again. Going to Colossal.
Wait a minute. How much food's got left in the hold?
Derek.
Had what, 4 days?
So
he's
six,
left.
there's 6 left.
No, he's got 6 days left then.
Yeah.
Because when we get to the port, I suppose we might as well refill while we unload.
Yeah.
Yep.
You will currently have 6 days.
Yep. So 6 days and we arrive in the morning, so.
Okay. The docks eventually come as the morning dawns. You can see ships aplenty. You can see at least 6 in dock. 7 when yours eventually makes its way. It's a bustling dockyard. This is, in comparison to Skjalfa, even Fjordamore to a little degree, this town, borderline city, is massive. The docks are the prominent feature, taking up the vast majority, with many buildings behind. You can see hundreds of people bustling, trade moving, people going. You pull up, and as the ship's pulled in, like, there's already people waiting to accept the boat, almost as like an immediate reaction, where a rope gets thrown across, like, you know, the bit of the nose that sticks at the front of the ship. Like a lasso goes around it, and they use it to like guide the ship in, and they'll tie it to the dock. A plank's put on so you guys can come out. But before you guys come down the plank, one person comes up, human, looks like a burly dock worker, and goes, "Right, so what brings you to Tager?"
Are you the dock master?
Yes, cargo from Skjalfa.
Alright then, where in your hold is it? So we can collect it. Do you need us to move it for you, or are you doing that yourselves?
Is there any docking fees or anything, by the way, Danny? Because usually there's docking fees.
We're dealing with that in a second.
I don't know. Danny doesn't know.
We're going to go with no. So, we can... How many people did it require to get it in the first place?
It took a team of about 6 people, about an hour or 2.
So we can... Yeah, we can help help a group of people get it off of the ship and...
No, that's fine. Do you need anyone to clean, service the vessel while you're docked? And how long are you going to be here?
Clean service should be fine. We probably might need some... We might be ordering some lumber that might need to be put aboard. Otherwise, for how long we're going to be here... Resume at least a day or 2. Shall we say 2?
2 days is 1 gold, 6 silver for your stay. That normally includes the servicing and stuff, but if you do not wish it, then that's fine. That will give you this space here and the ability to come and go as you leave. The ship can stay here as long during that time. Is there anything else you require of the dock, or am I to leave you to your day? And payment up front, please.
Sure. So hang on, it's
1 gold, 6. It's 6. It's 8 silver a day.
8 silver a day.
So it's 1 gold, 6 for the 2 days.
A second.
And as you've mentioned it, like, you'll see that he's made notes of 2 days. He would have noted the name of the ship because it's on the front, both sides. So you'll see that the Derek, 2 days, you know. And can I get your name? I assume you're the ship's captain.
I seem to be the one doing the talking, whether or not I'm the captain side, but yeah.
And you'll see as he's going through, it's rough notes, just so what bureaucratic practices they have is fulfilled.
Yeah, so Evan.
All right, then. So, and thank you for the payment. Enjoy your stay. If you need anything, if you about 4 or 5 ships down the dock, you'll see a small harbour house. If you need anything, go in there and ask for the harbour master.
Will do so.
Right, enjoy your stay, and...
One question, sir. Where is, and I will ask for the location of where we've got to drop.
Right, Solomon Counting House. If you go in from the docks, about 2 streets, then you're going to want to take a right, and it's in the square there.
2 streets in, and then take a right. Got it.
Yep. It's signed up, so you'll know where to be anyway.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yep, just seems to be fine for now.
All right.
Oh, I'm where to stay, sir, if we're not staying on the ship.
If you're not staying on the ship, I would personally recommend the ale house. Not far from here, actually. The rooms go fairly quick, so I'd go now if I were you. But the Blooming Tankard, he's a good one.
Blooming Tankard.
Yeah.
Staying on the ship will save money.
We'll save money, but I know certain people prefer to stay on land.
It's a good point.
Boom.
I'm getting a bit more used to it. As long as I'm not on deck.
Takes time to get your sea legs. But no, we will Blooming Ale House that way, then cut, and 2 streets down that way for
Yeah, literally, if you go down that road, when you see the buildings open up into more of a square, it's in there. You'll see it's got a sign on it.
Yep, we will do that. Thank you for your assistance.
All right, right, lads. No service needed today, so off we fuck. Have a good day, sir. And then they'll go down. They'll leave the plank and the rope tied to the ship because obviously that's the moorings and skewerings. And they'll leave you to it.
Yep. Right, I'll go and sort out our cargo drop-off. I presume some people will want to go and do some shopping. Cass, are you coming with? We're going to sort this bureaucratic stuff out then. And then carry on.
Sure. I was actually looking to see if there's a church here. Can I see like a church spire from where we're standing?
Perception check. And I pre-apologise that I don't have the Colossal Tiger map ready yet. It'll be ready for next
No,
session.
I just
Very disappointed.
Yeah, fuck you.
pray for a minute. Just a minute. That'll be fine.
I'll
I
climb
mean,
into
what's
something.
It's
Say
a
that
place
again?
of worship.
Hello, is the internet gone again?
Hello, yeah, I was thinking the same.
Yeah, Cass, can you make a Perceptione check?
Perception? Okie dokie. Let me roll a
Thanks.
dice. No problem. That is a 25.
It's a fucking good roll. Not only do you see a church spire, you see 3.
my god! Wow!
Okay.
Oh my god!
Thanks, Bilal, for the 100 bits, man. You're crazy, Esther.
Is there one that's on the way to where Evan's going?
Vaguely.
Alright, if I head in there, I'm just going to pray, and then you pick me up on the way back?
I thought we were
No, my internet just.
not. I thought
We
were
can hear you,
talking
Michael,
about-
now. Did you not
I'll be
hear
in a place
Rose?
you can't really. I don't think that they'd appear in a place of worship, especially in this kind of place. Seems a bit like, oh, I teleport into the middle of a church.
Okay.
And you'll be on the roof of it anyway. So technically.
Not for long.
And then you come in and find me.
Oh, fuck.
What, Michael?
My internet dropped, is what I was saying.
Oh,
So
shit.
I went back and I heard Cass roll for perception, and they all just went.
Cass rolled for perception and saw
it's
3
like-
church spires, one of which is vaguely in the direction of where you're heading. She made the request to you that if she goes to pray while you go and drop off, or at least sort with the merchants the shit you need to sort, collect her on the way back.
So, shall
Well,
we
I'll go
just
with.
kind of now send all my working
Has anything
on my-
worked?
To the church.
I don't know,
I'll
I've
go
just
with
got
it
my
to the
head-
church.
my laptop,
Okay.
so
And we can
it's
sort- and then we can sort
working
it out
on that,
after.
headphones worked like that. And the mic's worked instantly.
Yeah, how many rings do we need to make?
I think there's ports on the back I can try.
So if it's that, because you know the USB port.
Yeah,
We've already gone Cass's, so
5.
Fine.
back in a minute.
5 perhaps.
I would need some money at the party fund for that.
I can give you 100 for mine. I can give you 200 actually, if people can't afford.
Party funds bound. Actually, no, it's fine. We have some in the party fund, so
As long as you got enough.
Okay.
So how much we got in the party funds? Come on.
Okay.
we've got 2,271 in the party fund.
There's plenty in the party funds to cover the rings.
There,
Yeah.
there might be $2,000 less from my fund, but
But didn't you get 300 platinum as well?
yes, that's why there might be more money going into might be more money in the party fund now because of that.
Alright.
Pay my debts and more.
I'd say you paid your debt to the thing, so I put it into the group, but I've kept
Yeah.
some. It's like you paid your debt, so
Yeah. But, because I've just noticed the time as well, as you guys are, we'll make plans outside of session where and how and what your guys are going to do in the city. But I'll
party
say
fund if we need.
we'll end the session on the ship with you guys going into town at the start of episode 26. But before we leave, I will run an advert break because you did ask for one before, so I'll run 2 minutes of adverts. But it is appreciated. I'm going to stop the recording now, so people on YouTube, ta-ra a bit.
Goodbye.